Hello, everybody. So, as you can see, I'm doing a quote unquote cold opening. And that's one of the things that I want to talk about today. Today is really just more me vetting about my experience on YouTube. I just got a copyright claim on my own bleeping introduction that I bought and paid for somebody to do. Because apparently, I contacted the person that made it. Apparently, the music was bought out by a different company. So that other company now owns it and they changed the rules. So I now have to find another intro. Well, not find. The guy is making me a new one with new music, and hopefully it doesn't happen again with this new. And I'm kind of hoping. Hello, Lashes. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. You had a very long day with a very long live. I'm sorry I couldn't pay attention to all of it. As you know, I was at work for a good portion of it, but I did love how you had several people on and talking about insurance and you being a cougar. But I'm glad that you're here and I understand that if you're not going to be as active. Hello, before the billions. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I know you're technically in your live as well. Bonjour, comment ça va, mon ami? I hope you're doing very well tonight. And I hope, Lashes, you're doing very well as well, because I know, like I said, you've had a long day of working on YouTube. And these YouTube streets, they ain't kind. And that's kind of what, yeah, exactly. I was at work. That's kind of what I want to talk shop, vent a little bit about my experience on YouTube. And just the little minor frustrations of YT YouTube, right? And so this live has no really one particular theme per se. Oh, you just got a lucky girl. Yeah, that definitely probably helped you relax a little bit as well. No, it's really frustrating. So, like I was saying, one of the big frustrations that I just got was that the music in my intro that I bought and paid for basically got a copyright claim twice. The first time I was able to contest it and win. The second time, no, the claim stuck. So basically, I have to replace the music on it. And I mean, that's what's frustrating. And okay, it's a claim. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to be in a position where, oh, I'm losing money or, my videos are going to be taken down or something. But I mean, it's just frustrating that, you buy and pay something, it's exactly how you want it to be. You're happy with the end product, and I know it's not the fault of the person that I paid them to do this, right? So I'm not going, I'm not taking it out on that person. They went to a legit site to find copyright free music that they knew that they could use. Hello, Karkar. How you doing? So tonight, Karkar is just one of those random lives that I have, and I'm just talking about anything and everything. Hello, knowledge and relationships. How you doing? So, like I was saying, knowledge and relationship to Karkar. Tonight, I'm just venting about my frustrations with YouTube, and it's the bleep and piss off moments that I have. I try not to swear. I have no problems with swearing personally, but I know YouTube, it is what it is, and swearing is not always acceptable. And yes, I know, but for the billions, I paid for it. That's what was so bleeping frustrating about this whole situation, right? Now, it's not like I paid $1 million for this, but like you guys, I'm here counting pennies, right? I'm not a wealthy person. I'm not living off of my dad who happens to be Bill Gates. So when I spend money on something, it matters to me, So it's really frustrating that I bought and paid for something that I now cannot use as it is because of something that is above and beyond my control. And like I said, I don't blame the person that made the video because they did go to a site where you can go and get free music. And now I hear I'm not going to mention their name, but it's somebody in our community that this has happened to them as well, right? They're using Canva Pro and to make their content, they're going to YouTube, putting it up, and they're getting a copyright claim as well. But part of why you're paying Canva Pro is to avoid all these kinds of issues. And even that, we're putting our money into this, and we're still getting copyright claims. To me, it makes no sense. How is it that we're spending time and money, you know, even whether we're editing our own videos, paying somebody else to edit our own videos, and we still get these bleeping problems, to me, it's like, look, if the music is royalty free, it's royalty free for life, you know but I get it. I mean, I'm the person that always preaches about copyright, but it's still frustrating that even with all your understanding of copyright and all that, that this kind of stuff happens, right? Now, of course, I know, copyright, and that's why I always tell people, look, be careful with it, because like I said before, people can buy royalties, right? So when your music expires, right? I don't know if a lot of people know that you. How should I explain this? Because part of me is really still pissed off about this whole thing, but um, when you create music, you own it for a certain amount of years, right? So if after those certain amount of years or time or whatever, it could be a few months, it could be years, right? If after that time passes, you don't pay to renew it, somebody can come in and buy the music. Okay. So a lot of times what happens is that a lot of this royalty music, that's usually what happens. It might not necessarily expire per se, but somebody comes in and, oh, this music doesn't belong to anybody anymore. We're gonna buy it now. You know what I mean? And it's frustrating that at any time what was free to use for everybody, now all of a sudden, you know, it's because some company decided, okay, we're going to buy it, we want to make money off it. Now anybody that has that music on it can't use it, right? Or the from what I understand, this one company that had the music I'm using was used for my intro, I guess they were bought out or something, or that particular song was bought. Now I can't use it, right? So it's like, at any moment, copyright can change, right? So just be mindful of that, guys. Like especially when you use music, because that's gonna be a piss off. So that was one of my frustrations today with YouTube, and really just not liking my experience at all. And it's just, as much as I enjoy coming up here, guys, and talking to you, it's discouraging sometimes when you put in all this time and effort into creating a product or content or whatever the case that you enjoy and that you hope that your audience will enjoy. And it's it really is, like, it can take away knowledge and relationship. You should try to use your own music. And I mean, I do get what you're saying. The thing is, for me, I as much as I can come up here and talk, I'm not a musician. I'm not a sound master or whatever you want to call that title, right? Sound engineer, I think, is technically the title, right? um it's and it's to me, I could pay somebody to create my music for me, original content. um but that means having to pay somebody every time, right? And I'm not here on YouTube being paid to be here, right? And that's why, so for so many of us, it is so important to get to that 1K and that, the 4,000 watch hours, so that we can be monetized. So I don't want to put into something that, yes, I'm money into something that, yes, I'm trying my best to take seriously. I'm trying my best to improve myself on. And like I said, make sure that when I'm up here and presenting you guys something, whatever it is, whether it's my book review, my art review, whatever, that it's the best possible content that I can offer. but I'm not making money off of this, right? I haven't received a single penny off of this, right? So for me to pay every single time, it's frustrating. You know what I mean? It's um, as much as we all have our hobbies, right? We all have the things that we pay into but don't necessarily get money out of. For me, I don't want to look at YouTube that way. For me, I'm the kind of person where I ultimately would like to be paid by YouTube, right? Um, and I talked to Uncle Stu, for example, where I'm trying to look at, I to look at it as a way that I want to eventually have the 100,000 subscribers or the 1 million or whatever, and making like sort of like the lead attorney, right? And where you're actually being paid and compensated for your time and effort, right? um hello, Gail. Hello, thank you for being here. Our number one moderator, well, number you know what, Gail, I'm gonna say Lash's Journey is the number one moderator. She's here 9 hours. She spent 9 hours on her own live stream, and now she's here with us. So, Gail, sorry, I'm demoting you to number two. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Hold on, hold on. I'll put you number one A. So you're number one adjacent. No. Okay, no. Of course, it's not a competition. I'm glad that everybody's here tonight and spending a couple of minutes with me, ranting and raving about the struggles with bleeping YouTube. And I'm gonna say, Gail, if you want to say it or not, but I was mentioning with the struggles of copyright claims in music and all that. And yes, you're right. Before the billions, we're already paying into StreamYard. We're paying into some of us are paying into Canva. Some of us are paying into whatever other editing service that you have, right? We're paying in, and what do you get in return? You get a copyright claim, you get a copyright strike, you get this, you get that, blah blah blah, right? You're getting problems, and what I mean? It's we all want to be out here and successful, and I get that. Look, I'm not expecting to be, especially with the content that I create. I know it's going to be a little bit of a struggle more for me than for some of you guys, because I see that, Gail, you blew up really quickly, but that's because you're also, in a content that people want to talk about, people want to hear. A lot of people, you're connected to the right people, so it's you get all these people that come in. So for me, I understand that for me to be successful, that it is going to be much more of an uphill battle for me than it would be for you or for the billions, who's also in a topic in the kind of world that people want to talk about, right? While as a channel like myself, that's a variety channel where I talk about movies. Well, there's millions of channels that talk about movies, right? Girl, hold on a second. I just have to read fully your whole comment here. Girl, this content's great. Making you bald. Oh, please. Don't go bald. I don't think you'd look very pretty bald. Listen, you blew up compared to me, okay? You're living the dream in my books. But yeah, it's tough. But um it's bad enough trying to find the topics to talk about, and then how do you present it, right? There's all these struggles that just as a basic content creator, let's say you're just out here trying to write a play or something. um, when you're that kind of person, there's already struggles. Okay, is this play already written? Will I have the right actors? Will I have the right music? But then, when you're presenting your play on YouTube will throw its wrenches. Then then StreamYard will throw its wrenches as well. And there, how many times all of us have struggle stream because StreamYard wasn't cooperating, or you know, and now we're getting, Canva that's, acting up on us, and the music is now being claimed because it belongs to somebody else, and all this crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Oh, they did. What did they do? Hold on a second. Knowledge. Let me see what you're sharing here. So, speaking of background music, StreamYard just released. Really? Oh, I'll have to look into that. That might be semi interesting. But what concerns me about that knowledge and relationship is that, the one of the reasons why I stopped using, because I believe it's from StreamYard. They have that 30-second countdown. The reason why I stopped using it is that the music that was part of it got copyright claimed. You know, so and that's what I was talking about before, right? Uh, StreamYard, Canva, excuse me, all these different places offer this music as, oh yeah, free to use, go for it. But the second you go onto another platform with it, claim, 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 claim. Oh, it's like you can't even create something, with Canva or without worrying about, will this be copyright free forever? Will it be copyright free for now? It's just so frustrating to me. But anyways, that's I want to be screaming right now, but I have neighbors to consider, so I'm not going to start screaming about it. So that's one of my many many struggles. Um, yeah, I'm struggling like Gail. Gail and I are now struggle sisters, pretty much. But yeah, it's but that's one of the major struggle. But Lashes, you and I are struggle sisters when it comes to the WH, the juice, the watch hours. That's the other frustration. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know you guys are here watching with me, participating in the chats. I know it. I see it. Yet my hours have not moved above 2,790 for a good month and a half, 2 months. I swear to God. Like literally have not moved. They'll go up to 292, 293, maybe, and then come back down to 284. I don't know what I'm doing that. And it's like, I see you guys here, and I know people are going back to my older content and watching it on their other devices, on other accounts. I know people are coming and, hey, we're new here. I love this video, blah, 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 blah. So I know people are participating. I know people are watching, but I just don't. And I've asked so many people, what is going on with this? What's the reason for this? And it's like I get so many different, well, it's compared to what you were at last year. Last year I wasn't producing content. I literally, like, I think uploaded maybe 10 videos of like a minute, 2 minutes here, 5 minutes there. So right now doing a video of like 18 minutes, I've already done more than I did last year on this day. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can that make sense? And to me, an hour of watch time is an hour of watch time. What should it matter what happened last year? Last year is last year. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the other frustration that I have with YouTube is understanding what the bleep do you want YouTube? What are you talking about? Like that to me, there's no clear cut sense of what YouTube is and the analytics. And I try my best to understand. I try my best to explain it to myself, to others, but yet somehow there's just nothing. I don't get it. It's like if YouTube was a person, I'd have my hands around its neck right now and shaking it like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I'm very frustrated right now, and it's I want to get this stuff going, and like I said, I see so many people quote unquote blow up. And and oh yeah, 3 months I got 1,000K subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I've been at this consistently for the since like November of last year, And I'm thrilled to have my 380, but I'm barely making a dent. And it's like, ugh. Yeah, yes, please. We're gonna have a throw out the laptop party later on today. Just take the laptop and chuck it out the window. God, Gail. Oh, if only, if only. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I mean, it's just really, really frustrating, and it's and I get it. Like, look, like I was telling to uncles too. Um, it is a full-time job. If you want to get big, you do have to put in effort. And I have no problems with working hard, with taking YouTube seriously, with trying to produce content that hopefully you guys like, that's of good quality as far as the visual, as far as the audio and all of that. I have no problems with that. And I understand, like I said, that look, I'm in a oversaturated part of YouTube, so I get that it's going to be more of a struggle. But when you see that despite all your efforts, there's still not a difference. Like, uh, like I'm here scratching my, like, looking, where am I going? What am I doing? Yeah. Yeah, some people get, yeah, no, you're right. It's, and that's what's fresh. That's the third thing that frustrates me, right? You see, some people put very little effort into it and be successful, and some of us are grinding. But no, you're right. And I mean, it's grinding. That's why, like I said, look, I don't mind the work, because I know when the results are there, I'll appreciate it. But that's like, like when you're in that tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. For me, I'm right at the beginning of the tunnel, so that light is so far away from me, I don't see it. You know what I mean? I know the light is at the other end. I know it's there, but it's so far away. At least that's what it feels like. That it's like, when am I getting out of the dark? I need to get out of here. It's too dark. I'm lonely here, people. Somebody hold my hand, please. And but you're right. Before the billions, it's like, that there is that struggle, there is that, like, when is this going to end, when am I going to get there? And like I said, I'm appreciative for where I am now, and it's thanks to you guys as well. That, look, I had, maybe in October, I'm trying to remember now how many people I had, maybe 180, 190 subscribers. So I mean, I've added, what, a double, a third. So it's not that, you know I'm not appreciative of the people that are here, and that have helped me grow. Hello, Bernard, thank you for being here, and thank you for your encouraging words. Yes, I believe in my community as well. And uh you know yeah, definitely, before the billions, you're definitely right. 300 people. And that's why I'm saying, I'm not saying that I don't appreciate the people that I have here. It's fun that I can, I know Lashes, for example, like I said earlier, she had a very long day. She had her own live that was almost 10 hours, right? And she's here with me, and listening to me venting, and I'm just here talking, and you guys are all here, supporting me. So we definitely have a community that, even when we're having a frustrating day, even when we're just sitting here venting like I am now, there's going to be people there that are going to, you know what, we're here, we're listening to you, we're here to support, we're here to push you through this, and we're going to find that light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, it's still frustrating. It's still a lot of, a lot of hard work, and I hoped to get to the end of that tunnel sooner rather than later. But even if it's later, we're gonna get through this, hopefully together. And even if I'm the last one out of this tunnel, I don't care, as long as I get out of it. And I hope that you guys are out of the tunnel. Well, before the billions, you're already at the billionaire. 30-hour live stream. Yeah, that you might be waiting a little bit longer. Yeah, no, of course I will do the 30 hour. I might spring it on you on the last minute, but I have to get good ideas for that 30-hour live stream and all that. That before I get that going, and I definitely have to time it right for the holidays and things like that, and make sure that I'm well rested and have a system where you know I'm not sleeping on the chair in the middle of the stream. That still makes me laugh. Oh, before the billions. Especially how you use that little clip too to make one of your videos with TLA in it, so that nightmares that he's given you. You poor kid. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, it's just all those little frustrations with YouTube, and the you guys know all of this. You guys have those struggles too, right? At least I think you guys do. Hello Friendsgiving, how you doing? Glad that you're here. Glad that you're spending a few minutes with me here. I'm just Don't mind me, Friendsgiving. I'm just venting about YouTube struggles, and as an awesome content creator yourself. Well, no, you know what? You're so awesome of a content creator. You probably have no struggles at all on YouTube. You just pump out those videos and get millions and millions of dollars. I'm sure of it. That's why you have just the F as the icon. You don't want us to all get jealous, because the real you is that person that's you know what Friendsgiving. I don't think you're a girl at all. You know what, Friendsgiving? I'm gonna put this out here. I think Friendsgiving. I think I figured out who he really is. You know what? I think Friendsgiving is really PewDiePie. Yeah. That's it. Friendsgiving is really PewDiePie. That's it. There we go. That's it. Friendsgiving is really PewDiePie. Hey PewDiePie, how you doing? No, I know. I kid. Uh yeah, if there was no struggles, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And that's, kind of what I'm saying, that look, this is the struggles. This is, part of the YouTube life. And if you are going to be a content creator, if you're going to take it seriously, it has to be basically a full-time job for most of us. Um, no. Before the billions. No. Friendsgiving is that was a lie. She had one of your, voice changing machines, and no. Friendsgiving, Friendsgiving is really PewDiePie. He used a voice changer to pretend that he's a woman, but it's Friendsgiving. Don't deny it. We all know you're PewDiePie. We all know it's okay. Don't worry. We still love you one way or the other. Don't worry. No, I kid. But no, and look, you realize when you're in the YouTube world, you're gonna have struggles, right? There's things that Gail has taught me, before the billions you've taught me, even trying to help Lashes with her channel as well. I've learned things that, oh, I didn't know I had to do that. Oh, I didn't know. Oh yeah, there's that to do as well. Oh yeah. So I mean, there's lots of things that you kind of pick up on, and figure out. Oh hey, Jessica, how you doing? Bonsoir, bonjour. How you doing, my dear? How you doing? I haven't been able to catch quite a few of your live streams, because I think you and I have fairly different schedules. You tend to come up later at night and so forth, and you come on live as I'm going to bed, kind of thing, and or as I'm waking up. You're like the tail end of your live stream. But you've had quite a few good live streams so far, from what I saw, the parts that I have been able to catch. Lots of great conversation about the roles of women and the relationship between black men and black women and so forth. Keep up the good work, Jessica, and I hope that you're not struggling as much as I am. And basically tonight, Jessica, don't worry about me. I'm just venting about my experience on YouTube. I just need that moment to just like let that little frustration out, and then move on, as they say, right? So don't mind me, guys. Don't listen to the angry black girl. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, it's crazy with YouTube. And like I said, it's just those little struggles that I'm going through, and really trying to figure out where to go and what to do. Um I'm semi thinking of making, especially with this title, the what the funky YouTube, to sort of use it as the, maybe an opportunity for me to teach what I do know about not Facebook, YouTube, to other people, or to have a moment where other content creators, either in our community or just in general, have an opportunity maybe to come up on the panel and talk about their frustrations, about their things that they're going through, and so forth. Um, yeah, it's me, just Kaya. Just you, just Kaya, yes. But yeah, I might think of doing this kind of a series. I'm not too sure. Um, that's kind of where my other struggle that I'm going with, because as much as I enjoy talking about books, I'm enjoying talking about art, and teaching you guys French and all that. As I was talking with Uncle Stu too, that one of the issues as well is that um, I don't want to just, as much as I love you guys, I like, my ultimate goal with my channel is to quote unquote be international, right? I want it to be not just about you guys, but to be able to present us to the world, right? And really, as I was told by other people as well, that not to focus just on you guys. That even though I love you guys very much and I'm glad that you guys are here, um, I want people to hear my voice. I want everybody to hear my voice, and I want to give myself that opportunity, right? And I want you guys to give yourself that opportunity, right? Hello, trash can. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Um, and that's the personal struggle that I'm living with. It's okay to want more, right? It's yes, be grateful for what you have, be grateful for the people that are with you, that are supporting you, but it's okay to want more. It's okay to have your cake and eat it too, kind of mentality, right? um and that's something that I'm living, having to deal with, and learn. And oceans are people following you? It's trash can. Are you stalking Kaya? Are you going after her? Do I have to put you two in a separate room? Hello, Mr. Real Estate. How you doing? Thank you for coming by, and thank you for being spending some time on just Kaya's panel. Well, yeah, you've been on just Kaya, but thank you for going on Lashes Journey panel. It was really interesting to hear you talk about life insurance and so forth. Very fun. I'm just here venting, Mr. Real Estate, so don't mind me. Just the crazy black girl, just talking about all the different issues I have with you two. So basically, right now, that's I'm talking about my personal growth, and really uh, just learning to accept that it's okay for me to want more, right? To be grateful, yes, for you guys being here, taking your time out of your Thursday night to spend even just a few minutes with me, but that it's okay for me to want more, to want my chat to be 1,000 people in it, 5,000 people, 10,000 people. uh Yeah, everybody knows you, just Kaya. Everybody knows you. That's why we follow you around. It's not just Trash Can that's stalking you. We're all stalking you. Every one of us. Yes, Mr. Real Estate, a lot of us have issues. I was talking before you came in here, and I know this happened to somebody else in the chat as well, where the music I had used, or was used, um, for my intro was just copyright claimed. So I basically had to go back to the person who created it and tell them, hey, look, we have to change the music. So that was my first complaint and my first struggle is now I, I have to basically start over, and I have to basically hope that none of my other videos that I used excuse me, that I used my intro on gets claimed. So that's my first frustration. Lots and lots of frustration with that one. Second frustration that I had is my watch hours or juice, as I know a lot of people are talking. They use that word for it, right? The watch hours is AKA juice. Okay, it's going nowhere. Okay, it's been stuck for the past 2 months or so, give or take, at about 2,700 something, right? Almost 2,800. Now, it's not that that's bad. That I mean, nearly 2,800. That's pretty good, especially since most of the time I really didn't do anything. But it now that I'm making content, I'm producing content on a regular basis. I see that it stays there, and it's like, oh, I want to. I and I could accept that if it went from, let's say, 2,700 2 months ago, and it's now 100 more. Okay, I can accept that it's a slow crawl. You know what I mean? But the fact that it's staying consistently and plus or minus 20 hours, it pisses me off. I'm sorry for my language. It pisses me off. Um, and so my third point now is, of course, like I was saying, just the fact that as much as I love you guys, to accept the fact that I can expect more, that it's okay for me to want more for myself. It's okay for me to accept that I can be successful at this, that I can be successful at YouTube. I'm not expecting to be a multi-trillionaire, but it's okay for me to expect to make money off of this, right? That it's okay that I can have 1,000 people in my chat and watching me and listening to what I am saying and doing, right? So yeah, YouTube, yeah, Friendsgiving, yeah, yeah, we YouTube is not it's not being nice with YouTube is not a good friend. They're definitely playing with people's watch hours. And by the way, Mr. Real Estate, we finally figured out Friendsgiving's real identity. Friendsgiving is really PewDiePie in disguise, okay? So don't listen to anybody trying to convince you that Friendsgiving isn't PewDiePie. Friendsgiving is definitely PewDiePie, okay? Just to let you know, okay? Of course, this goes nowhere because I know PewDiePie wants to keep this a secret, so please don't tell anybody else, okay? It stays between what happens in the chat stays in the chat, okay? Vegas rules. No, of course I kid around a little bit, guys. But yeah, no, it's crazy how it can be um frustrating with YouTube, right? Because here we are trying to, like I said earlier, make sure that the content itself is good, that your audio is great, that your video is great. No, dox it. Okay, PewDiePie's address is no. Of course. Don't worry, Friendsgiving. Your secret is safe for us. I mean PewDiePie. I mean Friendsgiving. Don't worry, don't worry. We won't tell anybody, okay? Like I said, Vegas rules. What happens in the live stays in the live. Okay, don't worry. But yeah, no, it's really making sure that you know you already have it's sort of that the Jurassic Park analogy, right? Where you have the problems of a zoo and of a roller coaster and all that, right? So you have every single possible problem that you can possibly think of, right? So you have all the technical problems of, does my computer work? Do I understand how to use StreamYard? Do I have the right microphone? Do I know how to use the special effects buttons? Do I need? But then on top of that, you have all the problems of an actor, of a playwright, of because you're trying to create content that is interesting to people. You're trying to make sure that you have the kind of personality that people want, because even if your content is interesting, if you sound monotone, if you sound boring, if you sound like you really can't be bothered with your day, who's going to want to listen to you, right? Who's going to want to, you guys spend 40 minutes with you at, like, it's not like I, said something so deep and passionate, but you guys are here for 40 minutes listening to me, right? And I hope it's, not just because, oh, well, we have to be here, I hope that it's in part because what I'm saying is semi interesting to you, and that I have some personality at least, that makes it interesting. I hope at least. But yeah, no, it's that's the biggest struggle for most content creators, right? Is after finding the content that you want to talk about that is going to attract that worldwide audience, right? It's presenting yourself in such a way that will keep them coming, right? Because it's easy for anybody to talk about, I don't know, what's a hot topic event going on right now. I think, what is it? I know TLA talked about her. What's her name? Now I see her. Oh yeah, Tasha K. Right. I mean, I could come out here and talk about Tasha K for 10, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, but who's really going to want to listen to me talk about it, right? It's not everybody that can present that topic in a way that people want to listen to. But if TLA talks about, yeah, Tasha K. Yeah, thank you, Jessica. But if TLA talks about Tasha K, and, well, as a lawyer, this is how I would perceive her case. This is what I would do. He presents a perspective on the topic that people want to listen to, because people say, "Oh, he's a lawyer." You can look it up, and I have looked it up. You can go on the Georgia law website and see who's a practicing lawyer, and he really is there. He really is. Um, you know, and it's like, so he presents a perspective that people want to listen to. So you have all these little frustrations, all these little things that, as a YouTuber, you have to make sure that you got yourself together, right? You have to make sure, is your content on point, right? Are you talking about, and Mr. Real Estate and Lash's Journey were the perfect example, right? Once Lashes was talking about insurance and it's important for this, and so he went up on the panel right away because, hey, this is a topic that's interesting to me. I want to be there. I want to be present. I want to listen to her. I want to subscribe to her right away. I want to participate on her panel, right? Because it was something that got him going, right? He's passionate about it. Great, fantastic, right? And that's kind of that synergy that, I, for lack of a better word, that we're all trying to build. That kind of content that people are like, I'm captivated by this. I want to spend half an hour, 2 hours talking to you guys about this, right? I'm still learning that. I'm not out here trying to pretend like I'm an expert at it myself. That I have all the tools in my kit for it. There's lots of things about YouTube that I know, I understand, but there's still lots of things that I'm practicing. For me, it's really at the content level that I'm still struggling with, that I'm still trying to find my foot in. That's why I'm more of a variety channel at the moment. But I do want to eventually change that at some point, and maybe find some other, a much more niche element that really focuses in more, not only on the things that I'm passionate about, but that are of interest to people, right? Um, I mean, part of me wants to talk about, because I am an amateur photographer, and part of me wants to talk about that as well. But even that, there's so many channels that talk about photography. I mean, what could I really bring to the table that people would listen to, right? So that's, part of my struggle as well, is finding that topic that people, that hundreds of people, that thousands of people will want to listen to me about it, right? I have some of the personality, at least I hope so. I have the technical knowledge. I know how to use StreamYard at this point. I mean, I struggle sometimes with it, but I got it down pretty much. Okay, I go here, go there, do this, do that. So for me, my biggest struggle is really trying to find that content, right? That topic that I really want to come out here and say, you know what, I can sit down for 3 or 4 hours, long stroke it like TLA, right? And people want to stay and listen to me about it, right? And come in groves with it, right? But yeah, I mean, it's those are basically my struggles with YouTube. I mean, I don't know if anyone wants to come up and maybe talk about your struggles. Maybe I'll share the link. But if you guys don't want to come up, don't worry about it. No harm, no foul, as they say. Um, Let me just copy this and get it into here. And like I said, you guys are not obligated to stay here or come up. So 1 second. Here we are. So if you guys want to come up, there is the link. Oh, good to know, Bernard. Good to know. 20 years as a photographer. We'll have to talk. Hello, Mr. Real Estate. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing a lot better now. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. And thank you for subscribing, by the way.
Oh yeah, I've seen you in these chat rooms, and as soon as I saw you had a channel and saw what your subject matter was, I was like, you know what? I can see myself tuning into this.
Excellent. Thank you. Oh, hi, my name is Nobody. How are you? So what's on your mind? What's on your mind, Mr. Real Estate?
Ooh, when we talk about trials and tribulations with YouTube, boy oh boy, you didn't just catch my live stream with Suzette Speaks, did you?
No, unfortunately not. I was at work when that was on.
Oh, no worries. So we were tuned up, ready to go. We did a test beforehand, right, to make sure that the StreamYard was going to work. And as soon as it's time to get Mr. Real Estate on the show, the devil starts trying to break me down. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties. It's
Oh
dropping me
no.
out every 3 seconds. And Suzette Speaks literally held it down and long stroked it like the TLA for like an hour and a half or something crazy until I finally got it together.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not because that I think maybe a month ago that happened to so many people that no matter what, like as soon as you got into a rhythm, something would happen with StreamYard. Either you would freeze, the video wouldn't play properly, something somewhere. And it's like everybody's like, I had one person literally like they like, you know what, I'm shutting down my live because I cannot anymore. Like every time they tried to play a video, it would freeze on them. It just would not work at all in any way, shape, or form. And it's I don't know how long you've been here, but I don't think you were here. It's like as much as you try, there's always something that seems to like throw that monkey wrench into you, and like you're just like, but I want to be successful, and it's like something comes in and stops you from it, and it's like, what are you doing to me? I just want to make money.
Exactly.
I just want to make money. That's all I want.
Can I live?
I'm just trying to live. I got bills to pay. Please help me with this. Help me with this. Like, but yeah, it's frustrating, and it's as much as we're all here. Of course, my biggest struggle, like a lot of people, okay, learning how StreamYard works because I was completely new to StreamYard. And I remember back in the day because I don't know. I think you just joined YouTube recently, right?
This is my second week in the game. Yep.
Yeah, because for me, YouTube, I joined way back in 2015, so I seen some of the changes. So I remember YouTube. You just went on and you pressed live and you went on right away. So of course, for me, when I came back into it, oh, you can make what? You can make 20,000 like TLA a month.
Oh
What?
wait,
You
quick
know?
question. I might not
Yeah,
mean
go
to
ahead.
cut you off.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
actually have to multitask. I'm about to start my car real quick, and I want to
Yeah.
know if you can hear noise in the background.
Semi. Yeah.
Yeah, noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want me to put you on mute maybe?
No, no, hold on just a second.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
doing a live test here with you. I'm gonna lower my microphone and adjust it a little bit. Do you still hear
Okay.
a bunch of crazy background noise?
No, now I'm not hearing anything.
So now you just hear my voice?
Yeah, I just hear your voice.
Oh, it works. Okay, cool.
There
Yeah,
you
I'm
go.
telling you, I'm multitasking over here. I was an hour and a half late to my guest stream with Suzette. I got a live stream I'm supposed to do myself here in like 20, 30 minutes, and I'm
Okay.
still at the office. So I'm like, oh, let me at least drive while I talk to her so I can kill a couple birds with one
And
stone.
exactly, exactly. No, that's good. Yeah, and I won't make this live very long. So definitely, guys, once we're done here, we're gonna go to Mr. Real Estate for sure and support you in your live. But yeah, no, it's all these little struggles. It's like all these little. And I remember YouTube. You could do so much. So for me, when I came back and I'm like, hey, you know what? I could potentially make 20, 30K a month or maybe more depending on my content, my personality, all that stuff that I said before, right? So when I first tried to go back live, I'm like, oh yeah, you just have to go here because I remembered vaguely, okay, go here, go there, do this, do that. So when I tried to do that, I'm like, no, 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 you don't have more than 300 people, so you can't go live. I'm like, wait, what? What? When did they change this? So there's all these little things that I'm like, no, no, YouTube took all that away, and it's like you now have to earn it.
They've
You
changed a lot because even if you
yeah.
go into YouTube settings to this
Hmm.
day, it says that you should be able to go live on your phone if you have at least 50 subscribers.
Yeah.
I've had over 50 subscribers for a couple weeks now, but it still won't let me go live on my phone.
Yeah, no, for me I think I saw 300. That's a number I saw. I don't know, maybe it's different, but
See, and
yeah.
this is the disconnect. On YouTube's
Yeah.
own pages, it'll say 50, but people
Wow.
like you think 300. And then there's a lot of people out there that think that it's really you get to go live on your phone once you get monetized. So there's a lot of miscommunication out there. And I think
Yeah.
YouTube should really make it a lot more clearer as to what the
Yeah.
guidelines are.
Yeah, for sure. That is part of the frustration of it, right? There's no clear cut rules. And okay, there's some things I understand where they have to be purposely vague, where, like, for copyright, right? Because copyright laws change from country to country. So of course they can't make it, one rule follows everything. But something like how many people does it take to go live straight on YouTube on your cell phone? That should be internal YouTube stuff, right? So if it's 50, they should say it takes 50, and that should be it should be that,
Hmm.
right? It shouldn't be something questioned,
Or
right?
if they change it, at least update the website, right?
Exactly. Like, let us know, because I mean, I don't mind playing by the rules, but tell me clearly what the rules are. If you tell me, look, it's 50, okay, great, fantastic. That way, for sure, Mr. Real Estate, what's going on. That, hey, if the rule is 50, I have more than 80 people here. What
Hmm.
what the bleep is going on here? Why I have more? I have nearly double what you want. What more do I might? What more needs to be
Well,
done
not
here?
only that, but I've talked to quite a few content creators, and they
Mm-hmm.
say there's a huge disconnect between the amount of people that the audience sees in the chat or in the audience
Yeah.
versus how many people actually live with you.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
also experienced that at all?
Oh, definitely. Like for me right now, it says four. And I'm pretty sure there's more than four of you guys here, unless people have
Exactly.
dropped out. But
And on my
yeah,
end, a second
yeah,
ago, it said two, but clearly there was like at least several people in the chat. So clearly there's more than two people. So I'm not sure why
yeah,
YouTube isn't displaying accurate numbers. It's really misleading. Actually, one
yeah.
time I was browsing for new live streams to look at, and I
Hmm.
clicked on this live stream that said it had one person in the room. I look in the chat, there's thousands of people in the chat. So I was like,
Wow.
how is it showing that there's one person here when really there's
There's
thousands?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's and it's like I understand that we go through struggles, but when you have struggles like this where there's no logical explanation to it, what are you going to do with this? You know, like
Mm-hmm.
how can you handle a problem that you don't even know what it is? You know, because for me that's what I try to be. It's like, okay, there's a problem, how can I fix it? You know, so if I'm thinking I need to attract more people to my chats because I'm thinking, oh, there's only two or three people, when in reality there's maybe, let's say, fictitiously 200, and here I am trying to fix a problem that doesn't even exist. You
Exactly.
know,
And not
and
only that, but it gives a bad image to the
yeah,
casual viewer. We think, oh, there's only 4 people here, when really, no, there's probably 10, 20, 30. I mean, who knows
you
how
know.
many people are really here? Like, that's crazy.
Exactly, exactly. And Kaya, thankfully you're still here, and Trash Can Waves is giving us the googly eyes and everything. Try not to Trash Can. Try not to give those googly eyes too much to Kaya. She might think you're still following her too much. But yeah, no, it's all these little things that add up, and you get one big frustration. And to me, like I said, I'm the kind of person where if I see that there's a problem, I want to be able to fix it. But if I don't know what that problem is, or it's giving me something that isn't a problem as a problem, what am I going to do? You know, like how can I deal with that? It's just, oh, just, oh, I don't know. Uh, she gave you the googly eyes first, Trash Can. Okay, Kaya, why you giving Trash Can the googly eyes? Keep your googly eyes to yourself. Oh, Gaia, come on now, behave yourself. Leave the poor man alone. But yeah, no, it's crazy. And let's see what else I might find in frustrating. So my watch hours are definitely frustrating. They're definitely staying stuck.
Shoot, I know
Uh,
you got way
yeah.
more watch hours than me. I think last time I checked, I got
Well,
0.4. No.
well, I mean, most of my watch hours. That's why when I first came in and was told, yeah, go to your analytics to find watch hours, I'm like, oh, where, what's that? And I looked, and like, I already had something like 2,700 something. But that's because I've been around since 2015, and I've been uploading a few videos here, a few videos there. So it was just naturally accumulating, right? But now that
Mhm.
I've been taking it seriously, like I said before, it literally seems to be stuck at 2,780 90. It'll jump in that little zone back and forth, and it literally just stays there. Yet I've been watching, my own videos through a quote unquote secret technique. I know people are like Lash's journey. She's playing my videos. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mhm.
I know it's being there. So it's like, why is this number not moving? And like you were saying about the number that it takes to create a live video through your cell phone, nobody seems to have a hey, this is the official YouTube explanation as to why your numbers don't go up. You'll get, well, it's in compared to last year. Well, last year I wasn't producing any content, so shouldn't my number be going up? Like, well, watch hours is calculated like this. I never seem to get a proper explanation. And even when I try to go on YouTube itself, well, watch hours, the amount of time people spend. Well, if people are spending 10 hours on my channel, shouldn't my number go up by 10? But no, I don't see that. It's like, what do you want? Oh, but it takes a few days. Well, I'll go 2 days later. The number went down. What do you want, YouTube? What do you want? Oh, like I said before, if YouTube was a person, I'd have my hands around its neck. Oh, hello, Afro Mex. Bonjour, comment ça va? I hope you're doing well, Afro Mex. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, no, it's frustrating all around, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know, Mr. Real Estate, if you're driving or something. I don't want you to be driving, and
Oh no, I'm good.
you're good. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to be sure. And
Nope, I'm
I
just
guess
chewing.
sure.
That's why I was
Don't worry.
muted. I don't want y'all hearing me snacking.
Don't worry. I I stream and eat and drink tea and all that. Don't worry, I don't mind about that.
And actually, I just heard you
Yeah,
speaking a little French a second ago. What's your
yes,
nationality?
I'm technically Canadian, but I'm like yourself, a little quote unquote a swirly of mixed heritage. So my
Hmm.
yeah, my biological father is from the Congo, and my biological mother is white. So all that
Yep.
European heritage and all that.
We mix, that's for sure. Shoot,
Yeah,
I'm Native American, got
yeah.
African heritage and German.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Yeah, my sprechen Sie Deutsch?
So no, I don't speak
No,
it.
no,
Shoot,
darn
shoot,
it.
shoot,
That's
shoot.
a
I just know I'm part of it. I don't.
Don't worry. That's about as much German as as you're gonna get from me. But
The
no,
most
my
German that you'll get from me is a really bad stereotypical imitation of an angry German man. Let me try to say some random things that sound like German words. No.
I know my adoptive father is German. He tried so hard for me to learn German, and it was. I always joke around that I know 5 languages. I know English, I know French, bad English, worse French, and Franglais. That's about as much as my multilingualism will go. But
Hmm.
no, it's crazy. But no, that's I try, but no, I know Afro Mex is from the Cameroon, and Cameroon was, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Afro Mex, but I believe it was colonized by France, which is why they speak French as well. So yeah, it's fun knowing a couple different language. But if ever you want to learn French, I do have a French lesson every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Plug in the channel. That's the other thing I'm learning, is to not be afraid to plug myself and get people watching my content. So yeah, um, but yeah, what we're talking about Afromex is just my basic frustrations with YouTube. You're more than welcome, Afromex, to come up the panel, and if you have any kind of frustrations about YouTube, feel free to come on up and let us know. And let's see what Karkar is saying. Yeah, the circus, the definitely this the YouTube definitely feels like a circus at times. Oh
Oh yeah.
my goodness. But as much as I live by the rule. These are not my monkeys, not my circus. Sometimes, oh, of course, I have to have a bot. Of course, a horse, a horse. Let's zap this little guy out here. Of
Hey,
course.
are you
Yeah.
even really a content creator if you don't struggle stream and have bots?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, thank you, Trash Can, for taking care of the bot. Yeah, no, that. And the first time I'm like, how? And because even that, I'm not really got that proper explanation as to how it happens. Because it's like I said, it's not like there's 1,000 people in my live stream. So it's like, how are they even finding my live to come in and come and bot me, and hey, come to this link and all that? It's like, there's 10 of you here. How are they finding me? Like, am
Yeah.
I really, am I really that big, that a big, hey, look, I take it as a compliment that yes, even bots want to bother with me. Okay, great. I'm a big YouTuber. Great, fantastic. But it's like, how are they able to do that? And if I went to the channel here, hold on a second. I'm not really, let me go to the channel. You know what? I think you if because I went to two once. Okay, no, they don't.
And
But
actually, I have a quick question for you.
yeah, go ahead.
So again, going back to that audio test I was doing earlier,
Yeah.
from a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being way too loud and 1 being you can barely hear me,
Hmm.
how loud is my mic
Like right now or back then?
right now?
You were pretty, like I would say 4.5, somewhere
Mm,
around there, where I could see a slight difference,
so
but
if anything, if I turn my mic down lower, it would be okay because right now you can hear me pretty loud.
yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, you're fine. So
Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna
yeah,
try to turn my mic down a little bit more
okay.
because I've been watching some playbacks of me joining some channels and my mic's just been super loud. It sounds like I'm yelling. So let me turn it down to 10. All right. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Is that a little bit lower?
To me, I didn't see the difference, honestly.
So I guess I need some feedback from the chat. That's what it is. So if the chat can let me know whether I sound crazy and it's
Yeah.
hard to listen to me, or whether I'm decent, then I appreciate it.
Yeah, excellent, excellent.
But moving on, educate us about your YouTube trials and tribulations.
Well, so far the tribulations, because I think I've talked a lot about or enough on the trials of it. Um, but for me, what I have enjoyed so far is the community, is being able to meet people like you, meet people like Lash's Journey, like Before the Billions, where basically for the past, I think, 3 weeks to a month, Lashes and Journey and I, we speak every day, so it's
Mm-hmm.
that sense of, even though we've
Community.
never, yeah, exactly, like we've never met in person, yet we're talking to each other regularly. We're, hey, good morning, how's it going? You going live? You go, no, you going live? Okay, you know what I mean? So it's especially nowadays with the whole C-19 and quarantine and all of that, a lot of us aren't making those connections that we normally would be able to. Some of us haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen our parents or grandparents or grandkids or whatever, haven't gone to school or into work or whatever it is. And so being able to come here on a live and actually be able to talk to another human being it's a great thing. I appreciate it. What else? What else? Um, just learning the amount of things that I've learned, especially when it comes to editing. I literally didn't even know what Canva was until 2 months ago, and here I am now. People are coming to me, hey, can you edit my video? Can you do this? Can you do that? To me, it's like 2 months ago, if you told me that, hey, somebody's considering to pay you to edit their videos, I would have laughed in your face. I would have been like, come on, nobody's gonna pay me to edit their
See, I'm
video.
glad you mentioned that because I
Yeah.
know how to edit videos to a degree, and I've been
Hmm.
thinking that if I could do a little bit of freelance work, that would help me get a little bit of revenue while I take this journey of full-time content creation. So to hear that you are monetizing your skill of video editing is definitely nice to hear.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's something that, yes, it's semi saturated, because I do go on Fiverr a lot to see what's available, what's not available, and there is a lot of people. But again, if you're building a community, right? If you're building the right connections with the right people, you can potentially find work as an editor, right? Even if you might not make millions and millions of dollars with it, if you find that one person that says, hey, look, I'm willing to pay you on a regular basis if you are my exclusive editor. You can potentially make good money off of it. It could be I don't know if would be considered as a passive income or not, but it could definitely be a way of making a few extra dollars or not. So. And I
Hmm.
noticed a few people, I think, are commenting on your audio. In particular,
I
Bernard
saw
said that
that.
he, yeah. Okay, perfect.
Yep. Cool.
Um,
Thanks for the feedback, guys.
yeah, exactly. That's the other thing I like about the community, right? When we ask a question, there's somebody that's going to answer, and hey, what about this? What about that? Try this, try that, and all that. So, because to me, that's it for me as well. It's great that you think you're great, that you think you have a talent, that you think you're good at something, but when your community can't be honest with you, are you really part of a community, right?
Hmm.
I want to hope that if I ask you guys a question and hey, is my mic okay? That you guys are, what? Yeah, you need to change it, or it's too loud, or it's too low, or it's, whatever the issue might be. And I don't take a personal offense when people say, hey, we hear background noise, or hey, we don't hear this, we hear that, whatever the case might be, because it also helps me grow, right? When my audience is honest with me and keeping it real, it allows me to improve and allows me to offer them a content that they enjoy, right? Because if you're too loud, how is that helping me? If nobody can see the picture I'm showing them, how is that going to help me?
Hmm.
It So you need that honest community, and for them to come out here and say, hey, this is what's going on. So
Oh
what's
yeah.
car yeah, for sure. And it's a back and forth, right? Fierce competition exists for watches. Yeah, no, and that's the other issue too, right? And that's why I was saying before that I need to work on personally, is that I think movie reviews is one of the more overly saturated markets on YouTube, because it's one of those things that anybody, like, we all watch movies, right? So we all have an opinion about it, So it's like I really have to, find some other niche where my opinion can be heard and said, but that will also be of interest to other people as well. So uh,
Nice.
uh yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
and
Yeah,
and actually, I have a question for you because
yeah.
earlier when I heard you talking before I came up, and
Hmm.
you were talking about how you struggle with like where the direction you want to take your content and what to discuss and things like that.
Yeah.
I wonder, like what natural interest do you have? And again, I don't ask this to like, you know, put you under the microscope, but I feel like
Hmm.
we all kind of have natural things that we gravitate towards, or maybe
Hmm.
unique life experiences. So can you think of anything, unique that you've experienced, or any cool hobby or something you have that separates you from other people in our community?
The only thing I can think of right here, right now, is the fact that I do photography part time as a hobby. And I was semi tempted to go in that direction. And I kind of have to look at the research and really see if that's really worth going into YouTube with, I have the funny feeling that it probably is another saturated topic. And that's kind of why I do know that I need to go do that sort of internal analysis to find something that, yes, I'm passionate about, that I enjoy doing, but that has that right balance where the audience is there, but that the provider of that content isn't, right. um Sort of like to sort of, how should I put it, to be the solution to people's problem, right? Because you go on YouTube because you want to find content. You're looking for a product that you're trying to find, and some of it, you're gonna find it in abundance, right? Like I said before, with movie reviews, you're gonna find more than enough people that will have it. um, and I really haven't found that topic that I can be interested in, um, but that there's going to be an audience that's there, but not too many people talking about it. Um, and it's kind of, I wouldn't even know where to go to find that right answer, right? Because it goes back to what we were talking about before, where YouTube and Google no longer. I remember at one point you could very easily search for keywords and find, all these channels talk about this, all these channels talk about that. That's not really something that's done by Google anymore. I've seen that, like, now there's like TubeBuddy and all these things that where you basically have to pay for these kinds of information, right? Um, so it's like it's kind of hard to, like, okay, where do I find myself in all of this? And I know I have to, like, go and search for that, that answer. And I don't have an answer. And that's what's frustrating for me. I don't like having a problem and not having a solution to it, So I don't know if
Oh, that
that
makes a lot
answers.
of
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, that yeah, I'm sure that's how a lot of content creators feel. I mean, unless you have people like giving you positive feedback,
Hmm.
I mean, it's really hard to figure out which direction you want to go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I'm not
And
too
you know what?
sure.
I have a
Yeah.
question for you.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
like talking to you. I was supposed to go live 3 minutes ago, but I actually delayed it by like half an hour so we can keep going. But now that I think about it, this is like my first live stream, and I don't have any moderators.
Mm-hmm.
if you are planning on attending anyways, do you mind being a mod just in case I get a bot or something crazy?
No, no, no. I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah, and you don't have to delay. I mean, we can. I've pretty much said pretty much what I had to say about this topic anyway. So for me, I really wasn't planning on going for more than 20, 30 minutes
Oh no, you're
anyways.
good. I'd say
But
let's keep going for it because I need
okay.
like a little extra time anyways to make sure that I'm not struggle streaming. But
I hear you. I hear you.
yeah, and also, I really hope that the people who tune in bear with me because due to my issues earlier, I think to mitigate the struggle stream, it's going to be best for me to keep my camera off. So I hope I can keep it engaging enough with the stories that I have to tell, where people aren't upset that they're just seeing a headshot instead of my live face.
No, that was, and that was kind of my issue too, as well. As most of the time I really don't show myself as well, and was kind of debating as to whether or not I want to have my real face and my real name and all of that. And that's kind of at one point I do want to feel comfortable enough, and I might, because that's I was on TLA at one point, and
Mhm.
that kind
And
of
TLA roasted your ass, didn't he?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
So
my
that
God,
yeah,
he did that. He is so nice and he's so kind when he does it, but it
yeah.
still crushes our soul, I tell you.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of even though it's been a few months, it's still very hard for me. And I know I eventually want to address that, and I kind of I feel that when I do figure out my content, I kind of want to use that moment as that pivotal turn. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
To sort of shift my content, and okay, now that I'm comfortable addressing this, I can now move to whatever I really want to talk about, because it's it's sort of like a creative block for me, because I still harp about that moment. I still go back mentally to that moment. And even though it was only 10 minutes, it was like devastating to me. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
again, I hate harping over things that he's probably forgotten about me. He probably doesn't even remember
He
my
probably
name.
does, yeah. But
You know?
to us, because we're new content creators, it's a memory that's ingrained in our mind. Yep.
Exactly, exactly. So for me, it's something that I'm going to live with for probably the rest of my life. But yeah,
Hmm.
and it's like I need that moment where it's like, okay, I need to get over this. I need to face, here's the elephant in the room,
Wait, hey,
and
I hate to
yeah,
cut you off, but I got a quick question for you.
yeah,
I'm trying to add you as a moderator, and it says I have to paste your channel URL, but I'm doing
yeah.
that and it's not working.
Okay.
Do
Let
I need to
me.
make you an approved user first and then make you a moderator,
No, you
or
shouldn't have to. I'll put my, because I know I have technically two URLs, so I'll try to find the quote unquote the right one. Give me
okay,
a
cool.
second here, and I'll put it in the private chat. La 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 la.
Sweet.
Customization. Yep.
Actually, I'm on a second device as well. If you can put it in the public chat, if you don't mind,
Okay, not a problem.
that'd be
So
the
give me a second.
easiest.
There we go. Found it. There
What
we
we got
are.
going on? Carstar. Shout out to Carstar. Or wait, I'm so bad. Car Scar. That's how you say it, I think.
Yeah, I
Car
think so.
Scar.
That's my my other minor issue is not getting people's names correct, and I always have to take a
Hmm.
moment to like let me look at the screen, let me break it down like you did, like car scar, okay, and
Use the
I'll probably
syllables.
yeah, no, you break it down, and yeah, so I put it in the chat,
Thank you.
but
I'm
yeah,
trying it
no,
right
you're
now.
welcome. Yeah, no, it's and there's always like this morning I put up I put together a trash can wave and the intentional millionaire. I'm like the intentional trash or something like that. I'm like, no, that's not the right name. Not even though
Hmm.
I know both of them, even though I've said their names properly millions of times, it's like I just could not. It's
Well, I've got another question for you. If
yeah.
I'm going live on my phone and I'm using StreamYard, if
Mm-hmm.
I'm also on a computer on YouTube, is there a way for me to like manage the comments if there's a bot?
Yeah, on your YouTube, if it's on the computer, you should be able to do it on your computer as well. When you see a bot, when you hover over their name, you'll see three little dots on the right of the name. When you click on that, a pop-up menu should come up, and the two options you want to look at is the remove and then the report. Remove to obviously delete the comment, and the report to let YouTube know that, hey, there's somebody here that really shouldn't be here. That's kind of why also I want to open the channel for the other bot that I have, because I noticed um, that you some of them, I think, to sort of countermand YouTube reporting them, they'll sometimes put some videos on their channel, just hey, yeah, we're really people here, and when in reality they're not. So, but I didn't see any content on that other channel, so I didn't want to use it as an example. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Nice. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for helping me out.
no problem, my pleasure. Well, we have to help each other out, man, because YouTube is not doing us any favors. I can tell you that for sure. YouTube, sometimes I think they intentionally want to go after us. Oh my goodness. Uh,
Oh boy.
yeah, that's why I was like, I have to have this vented. I have to come here and talk about it, because it's
Hmm.
too much sometimes, too much. Hello, Peter. Bonsoir. J'espère que tu vas bien. Um, Long time no see, Peter. Peter, you're ignoring me. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Yeah, Cara. Yeah, that's the other thing to know, Mr. Real Estate, is basically once I'm your mod, I can technically go back
Delete
into,
people.
yeah, delete people. I can go back into your chats and delete comments back and forth and all that. Um, but yeah, I definitely believe in the Gale policy, where it's like, look, if I have any questions, if I have any doubts, I go to you and say, hey, look, this is why, this is what's going on, blah 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 blah. But overall, if it's not a bot, I kind of just assume that, hey, it is what it is. So, but yeah,
Yep, I feel you. Oh,
that's
you
it.
know what I
Yeah,
think it is? I think because you don't have a custom URL, that might be messing with me. I'm
maybe, yeah,
not
but
sure.
but at the in the chat is what I sent is my custom one. So, but even with my non-custom one, it should have worked though.
Is your first name start with a M and your last name start with a J?
No, it really is. She stole my thunder.
Okay.
But you know what? You say that, at one point I did as a test, because I did show people how to add a moderator. I copy pasted the person's link, and I know for sure that it was a person's link, and it gave me somebody else's name. I don't
Hmm.
know. So it might not
Did it
be.
also give you an image of a black woman as a picture?
No, because in my
Okay.
case, I was trying to show how to, like I said, how to make somebody a moderator. I copy pasted before the billions uh URL, and it definitely is a custom URL, and it gave me, I don't know if you know Melissa Jane.
I've heard that name.
Yeah, so it gave me that her channel instead. So I think it's something going on with YouTube itself. You know what I mean? And that's the other thing
Hmm.
that's frustrating with YouTube. It's you have all these problems that you're looking at, like, what the bleep is going on, right? Like, I gave you my custom URL. You should not be, you know,
Redirecting to other people or the wrong person.
exactly. But even in your own when you do go live in the YouTube, once you have your YouTube live page open, you should be able to make me a mod there as well. So, I mean, worst case scenario,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you know
But
what?
yeah.
I'm gonna try one more time
Hmm.
because actually it just worked for two other people. So
Okay,
now maybe it's not glitching anymore.
maybe, yeah,
Oh,
hopefully.
yep, now it works. Okay, perfect.
There you
I've
go.
got you as a mod. What's an
Woohoo!
approved user though? Comments from these users are automatically published and won't be filtered or blocked by blog links or inappropriate. Oh, I see what that means.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, there you go.
So I am
Yeah,
blocking links for now so I don't get a bunch of bots who are redirecting traffic. So I will also make you an approved user if you wanted to drop your link or,
excellent.
with XYZ. And then I got to
Perfect,
figure out
perfect.
my Cash App handle so I can have my Cash App in the description or
Yeah.
the chat somewhere.
And I know a lot
Uh,
of people too on their banner they put their Cash App. I know for me I put my Instagram and my Flickr as well. So that might be something that you might want to
mm,
consider putting in your banner. Um, what else do I see people do for their? Some of the times here I'll show you for mine on the top right. Most of the time I have my PayPal QR code there.
mhm.
Let me go back to that because I think I took it down for something else. La 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 la. No, not the video clips. Go back up here. There we go. Back up there. So that's another thing that
Wait,
you might
so
want.
quick question.
Yeah.
How do I create, like, let's say I wanted to do an open panel and I wanted to drop the StreamYard link. How would I
Mm-hmm.
make that comment and make it look like it's coming from a robot moderator?
You would get Nightbot. Okay, it's free to use and to obtain. And
Do you have to download it from a third-party site?
you would go to I think it's called nightbot.com, and you would link your YouTube page to Nightbot. The rest, I'm not 100% sure because I haven't used Nightbot myself, but you can ask before the billions because he uses Nightbot. So I would definitely recommend that you get in touch with him. He can definitely help you out with that. But I know it's there's basically you kind of invite, if I understand things correctly, you invite Nightbot to your live chat and he just magically appears into your chat, and then you would have a list of commands that you would tell Nightbot
Mm,
every 2 minutes drop your link, every 2 minutes do this, like you said, like block the links, blah 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 blah. There's some of it that you have to set up in advance. Oh, speak of the devil and he shall appears. We have before the billions.
there he is.
Bonsoir, mon ami. Comment ça va?
Bonsoir, she stole my thunder.
Go
Très
ahead and lay it on
bien,
me
et
before the
toi?
billions.
Je vais très bien, merci. You see my real estate, my French student, how well he is. My goodness, he's
Bienvenue.
bienvenue. What a good student.
Bienvenue, mon ami.
Oui, oui.
Although I haven't,
Ingrid.
although I haven't seen him in class in the past 2-3 weeks before the billion. Naughty, naughty. But it's
I've
okay.
been
I know
there.
you've been there, yeah, but not participating. Come on now.
Yeah, I have. I've been saying Ingrid.
I don't know if you heard Mr. Real Estate's question about Nightbot.
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
question?
yeah. You
I
basically,
was
yeah.
asking
Go
how
ahead.
I can go about setting it up since I'm getting ready to go live for kind of the first time on my channel, at least, in the next 30 minutes or so.
Give me 1 second. I'll go ahead and give you the link.
No, I just logged in. I signed up to Nightbot. I linked it to my YouTube, and now I'm on the dashboard.
Okay, all you gotta
And there
do
is
is
something
go to
that
your
says join
YouTube.
channel. Should I click join channel?
Yeah, it should join your YouTube channel. And then when you go to your YouTube channel, go to your YouTube studio, and then add. It should say something like add moderator. You go to. Let me see. Let me see how to get to it again.
I see what you're talking about. I just added
Settings.
you, Gaston, and She Stole My Thunder as moderators. So now I'm gonna add Nightbot as a moderator. I'm putting the link in now.
Yep, that is exactly where you go to.
Told you I ain't in tech, but I'm good with tech.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
All right, so Nightbot is now a moderator. So now I would imagine I need to go back to the Nightbot website and customize the settings for it.
Yeah. Most
And you know what? I
definitely.
probably need to make them an approved user as well, so they can drop links, right?
No. Just
Oh, I
make
don't
them
need
a
to do that? Cool.
moderator.
All right.
Make them a moderator.
Well, I turned off the capability for people to comment with links. Should I turn that back on then?
Nope. Just keep them as a moderator. You can keep the links to where nobody else can go on to post links, and you should be good because you don't want the bots to be putting in. Well, other than Nightbot, you don't want the other bots coming in and putting in all those links. because
Okay.
when you see the .fyi and stuff like that, and the .ong, when you see that in your stream, they're going to actually post the actual link if you don't stop them from posting links.
How many seconds do you think I should put the command on if the command is dropping my Cash App?
Every 5 minutes.
Okay, so that's gonna be
That's why I
more
have
than
it set on
130
mine.
seconds. 5 minutes. Shit, I'm not good with math. I know how to calculate my commission, but 30 seconds is 5 minutes. This is 6
Oh
times
yeah, all
5.
you gotta do is 30%.
300.
What is
Okay.
it? 30% of your y'all know how to calculate 30%, right?
Yeah. Hey, shit is even simpler than that. It's 6%. If you're a realtor, all you have to know is 6% of the price of the home. So that's some quick math.
And then sometimes if you are what is it? Like if you are a buyer's agent, it's going to be different from a seller's agent. Seller's agent, I think, gets more than the buyer's agent. Is that correct?
Slightly, it really depends. How it works is if I'm the seller's agent, I have a contract with the homeowner to sell their house, and typically it's going to be for 6%. But the reason that the seller agent asks for 6% is because traditionally we're keeping 3% of that and we're offering the other 3% to a buyer's agent. And that's what motivates the buyer's agent to bring all their buyers through to the open houses and work out a deal. Now, some listing agents who are shrewd, maybe they'll give the buyer's agent 2.5% or 2% instead of through 3%. But the standard is to just get 3% on both sides. But the
Yeah,
trick
that's
is,
how.
what I've done sometimes is I'll be the buyer's agent and the seller's agent, and now I get the whole 6% all to myself.
Ooh.
Right. That's how Open Door and Zillow do. They give like 2.5% um, to the buyer's agent a lot of the time. So that's why a lot of buyer's agents are like, Open Door and Zillow are kind of like, they not giving us as much money.
So I'm trying to
And
create a command. There's options, there's disabled, there's enabled. When I click options, it lets me change the seconds, but it doesn't allow me to like type in my Cash App link or anything.
what do you mean? Like, I could show you how to do it if you
Yeah, if you can show me real quick, I'm basically trying to get a command set up where like every 5 minutes it'll drop my Cash App. And
She stole
then
my
it
thunder.
says
May I have your
commercials.
permission?
Yes, you may.
Okay, thank
I need some education.
you. There we are.
Before the billions, hey, I gotta say, I am impressed beyond reason with Suzette's ability to long stroke. She covered my ass so well.
Oh, were you not there, or was it like?
No, it was like some really weird stuff going on. Me and her hopped on an hour ahead of time to do a test to make sure the connection was cool, and it was perfect. I'm in a commercial, a commercial office, high rise and stuff. We got the strongest internet possible, right? And as soon as I go in the backstage, it kept kicking me out after being there for like 5 seconds. So it was just like some weird stuff that just didn't make sense. And then she said that she was dealing with some weirdness on her end too. And finally, I persevered, ended up going down the hall and getting the iMac from this girl who was sweet on me. And as soon as I switched to the iMac and stuff, it started working and I was good to go. But I think thank her for not giving up on me and keeping the chat and everybody entertained until I was able to get it together. That's for sure.
Right. And so, Mr. Real Estate, you want to take this off. You want to get rid of all excessive caps. You want to get rid of excess emotes, excess symbols, and repetition. Get rid of all of those.
Wait, hold on just a second so I can follow along with you. Because I
Yeah,
accidentally. Oh, yep. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, even me, I'm like, wait a minute, because I added Nightbot, and then he, of course, timed out. I'm sorry, Afromex, and actually you, Mr. Real Estate, as well. He timed both of you out. It's like, no, he timed
Yeah.
both of you out. So it's like I have to go back.
If you post like 2 or 3 emojis, it's gonna time you out. So that's why you just get rid of excess caps. I mean, excess emojis and stuff like that.
All right,
'Cause
baby, I'm with you now.
All right, yeah, just go ahead and disable all of those. Keep the links and the blacklisted words disabled. Of course, I
Let
would
me
show
zoom
you
in.
what. Oh, let me zoom in myself.
Oh shit, let me zoom out now. No. Oh, there we go. That's a good view. Okay, so I'm going to commands.
No,
And
this
do I
is a
go
spam
custom
protection.
oh, spam protection. Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong
Yeah,
section. All right,
just spam protection.
so go back to that list real quick one more time.
Let's zoom out.
Okay, so the first one's enabled. Got it. Excess caps, we want to turn that off. Disable. Excess emotes, turn off. Links will keep on. Excess symbols will disable. And repetitions will disable.
Yeah, you want to
All
get rid of.
right.
Yeah, want to get rid of those because people got so upset and they never came back to my chat room ever since then.
Oh
Dang.
no.
They got so mad, man. I was like, I had to go up on their channel and praise them so much. Be like, oh, you guys are awesome and all this. We kind of make up for Nightbot. Like, oh, please don't hold it against me. It was Nightbot, right? And for your custom ones, of course, I have my after party. This changes for whatever YouTube video I'm sending people to. I have the Discord channel. Since I don't think you don't have a Discord, you don't need to worry about that. The like button, this one is an extra command. You don't really need it because I have it as a timer. But and then you don't use Zoom. So the only thing that you would actually need to use is a like, and if you ever do want to do like an after party, you can. But
Gotcha.
yeah, but it's not
And
necessarily
actually, I
required.
think I figured out the commands on my own before I was going default, but I really should have did custom.
Okay. Yeah, and then you have timers. So for the timers, I have it to where it says go to my subscribe to the channel, leave a like, donate to the channel, and then of course the Discord. So the way to edit, you should know how to edit these because this is edit right here. So it just says subscribe to the channel as the name. The message is, you can just put the link, and then I have it set for every 15 minutes for subscribing to the channel. And then you want to add this in as well because if you don't have that many people in your chat, you don't want to flood the chat like you'll be the only thing that's talking. You at least need 5 lines between each time that you actually run this timer.
Gotcha. Yeah, you put me up on game, that's for sure. And then the command name, the chat actually sees the name that you put of the command?
Well, this is a timer, but the command, yes, you will see the name of the command, but the timer, you just see the message.
Gotcha. And should I set the command for them to subscribe at the same time as the Cash App, like 5 minutes?
I would have them staggered.
Okay.
See, this is every 10 minutes. So I
Oh,
said
you know
5
what?
earlier. I meant 10.
I'm doing cooldown. I'm not doing time. I'm doing this wrong.
Where you see cooldown at?
If you add a
Oh,
command,
you're in your commands. That's why I'm in my timers.
but your timers work for the command?
Well, I have the corresponding timer, and I have a corresponding command for likes. So I can tell people to hit a like, or I can just wait for Nightbot to just say it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of just helps out so that way the moderators don't actually have to type in leave a like. They can just ask Nightbot to just say it for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's some more things I need to do with Nightbot, like make it so that way it shouts people out.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. And that's what like I saw how that there's that command and that was like I need to learn Nightbot to do that because then I don't have to ask my moderators, "Hey, can you drop that person's link? Can you do this? Can you do that?" I can just tell people use a command and then that way people can drop their own links without being a moderator or me having to intervene, you know? So
Mm-hmm. So they have had displayed one of DJ Khaled's keys to success. That's hilarious. So yeah, this is gonna take some programming. Okay, so
Okay.
that's what that is. What I can do is I can create some commands, and then I can just share them with you guys if you want.
Yeah, if you
Nice.
can.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll work on that, and then I'll try and look up how to see how to get people's links and stuff. Give somebody a shout out, and then see what
Okay.
other cool things I can do with Nightbot.
Yeah, I know. Car mentioned one that I saw that I like too is that apparently Nightbot tells jokes too.
Yeah, I saw in Black's Tropical Homestead. I saw that.
Yeah. That was like the joke. I do admit I like the corny jokes like that, so that definitely made me laugh.
Hmm.
So thank you, man. I did not even like. I thought like, oh my god, I was like so scared of Nightbot that I'm like, and of course it did the very thing that I was like afraid of, and of course it was timing people out. I'm like, no, how dare you, my audience, no, But now it's like, okay, that fear is dead. It's over, and I know Afromex won't hate me because of it, and obviously Mr. Real Estate is still here, so the worst is done and it's over, and it's not really as big of a scary machine as I thought it would be. So thank you, Before the Billions.
No problem at all.
Merci beaucoup, mon ami. J'apprécie énormément.
Bienvenue.
And I'm sure you didn't understand half the words I just said either. That's okay. You'll learn. You'll learn. Right, one word at a time. One word at a time.
Oui.
So how you doing, Before the Billions?
I am doing well. I am
Excellent.
actually just getting off another stream, and I wanted to come up here and show my face. I hadn't been up here in a little while,
Yeah,
and
I know.
yeah, so I want because it's really just fun to come up here and talk to you.
Oh, aren't you a sweetheart? Oh. No, I do miss you. You've been ignoring me. I don't know what I did to you Before the Billions. No, it's
Yeah.
I know you've been very busy and working hard to get to the that 1K 4K goal that so many of us want to hit, and that's having me frustrated out of my mind, but you know it's
Yes.
well deserved. Yeah, it's frustrated. It's like you said. It's a lot of work, a lot of struggles, but well worth it. I'm sure you're happy and very proud of yourself, and it's a well deserved accomplishment. It took you quite some effort to get to it, but I'm glad it succeeded for you. And I'm happy that if anybody deserves the 1K 4K, it's you.
Well, thank you. And
Heck
honestly,
yeah.
I'm thinking about changing up the channel.
Mm,
I'm thinking about changing it up. So I'm gonna tell you. I want to see you first. Are you guys
yeah,
interested in hearing about how I'm going to change it up?
yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I noticed that people are not really messing with the live streams about technology. What I
Mm,
am going to be doing is trying to changing it up. And I don't really talk about just strictly technology, of course. I talk about like you know getting into the tech industry and what to do in when you work in your job and stuff like that. But I want to make it so that way I can talk about that, but I have a whole nother thing that I do on the channel, which is probably going to be me doing these edits, right?
mm.
These edits I've done for like the lead attorney giving me a nightmare, and that was funny. But also I have been trying to film some other types of content, such as me doing reaction videos, right? And
Mm,
then turning the Black Man in Tech series into like a podcast. So it won't really be like video. It'll just be like, okay, you have the picture up, and people just listen to it when they're, driving or something like that. And then I just actually have Black Men in Tech come up to to discuss whatever the topic is. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking about doing. It's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be a lot of work starting off, right? Because editing takes so much time. But people don't really go back to watch my old live streams. They kind of just sit there,
Well,
and
yeah, and
I understand. I understand because it's like I go 8, 10 hours and something like that. Some people are like,
mm.
okay, 8 to 10 hours of a live stream. I don't care that bad about the topic.
Well, I mean, especially, I mean, I don't know about you, but I know for me, a lot of my longer streams can start off on one topic and then end up
Hmm.
anywhere and everywhere, you know? And I think part of it is, yes, an 8 hour live stream, like you said, who wants to sit there watching you for 8 hours and then, maybe 20 minutes in, you're talking about something completely different, and they're like, okay, well, are you actually spending 8 hours talking about the topic or 8 hours talking about anything and everything, right? When it could
Hmm.
have been like, 10, 30-minute live streams or whatever the case might be, right? Um, and that's kind of, a discussion that I had with another person too. It's not that it's bad to have long live streams and, live streams like this where it's like randomly anything and everything. But ultimately people lose patience after 20, 30 minutes, right? They're not going to want to sit there no matter how interested. Like, you almost have to have that combination of TLA where he has that personality, he has the niche, but he also talks about hot topics that people are willing to listen to him for 6 hours. And that's a
Yeah,
very difficult and rare combination to have, because
yeah,
even if you have the topic, you might not have the personality. If you have the personality, you might not have the expertise. Like, he has the 20-year lawyer thing to go, so he has everything to go where people are, well, oh yeah, I'm listening to now. For me, okay, I'm not so much, I'm going to listen to him for 6 hours, but most people will still listen to him for 6 hours, so reaction videos, I don't know though. I mean, do you really think it's worth it for you to go into
yeah.
reaction video? Yeah.
Reaction videos. I mean, those are the most liked and
Mm.
viewed videos on my channel.
Okay.
Like when I did reaction videos to El Wapo,
Mm-hmm.
um, those did extremely well. Like 500 views within the first
Oh
few
wow.
days or so. So they do pretty well. And I was thinking about it. Like, not all my reaction videos do well. Like when I do
Mm.
reaction videos about technology, they don't do well. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. It goes back to the
Yeah.
topic, right? So
Hey, quick question, B2B.
Yes.
Do you know what the difference is between the free StreamYard plan and the paid one? It's telling me I have 20 hours left to trial record on StreamYard on the free plan. And I don't know what that
Hmm.
means because I thought StreamYard's free.
Yeah. So StreamYard can be free up to 20 hours, right? You also can only put up a certain amount of guests at a time. I think it's like four. I believe it's
Wait,
four
so
up to
after
six.
20 hours, I have to pay for it?
Yeah. Well, no, after 20 hours within a month, you would have to pay for it. The next month you get your other 20 hours again.
Oh, and if I do a 2 hour live stream 3 times a week, that's 6 hours times four would be 24. So I can see, yeah, and I can get pretty, yeah. So how much is the paid version? Do you know?
I've
I
never paid for StreamYard, so
well, I
you
know
tell me some.
for yeah, for me it's 44 Canadian. So I think it's about
Oh, wait.
30 something American.
BTB, you use
Mhm.
Zoom, that's right. How do you
Yeah.
use Zoom?
Oh, I pay for Zoom, but I pay for the whole year. $149.
I've got the free version of Zoom. Does that mean I can't use it to live stream?
You can, but you can only do 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, if more than one person is in the room, they cap it. Damn, I'm gonna have to pay for one of these. It's
And
gonna
I
be
mean,
it's gonna be
like
Yeah.
one of
they'll
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
they'll kick you off of Zoom if you don't have anybody in there after 40 minutes.
Hmm.
Whether somebody's in there or you are in there, and they'll kick you off. They may give you a courtesy one, where you can go as long as you want to, but you're gonna have to pay. And the only reason I didn't just
Interesting.
stick with StreamYard is because StreamYard used to cut out for me.
That's what I'm experiencing when I go on your platform with Zoom. It is so easy. If I have connection issues, I can call on my phone to use the audio that way. And every time I get on StreamYard, it's like a nightmare.
Yeah, that's why I went the OBS and Zoom route. But then sometimes OBS, uh, it's like it won't mess up. It won't be OBS is messing up, but it'll be like my computer might mess up or something like that. And so that's why I
Mhm.
had to change my settings for OBS. And I actually followed this article that said like what settings you need to put your OBS Studio on in order for live streaming. And Luscious Journey says she paid $240 for StreamYard, so it's cost more than Zoom.
Damn. But is that 240 for the whole year or per month? I would imagine it's the whole year, right?
Yeah, it's the whole year.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah,
Yeah, and
but
don't
think
forget.
about it though.
Yeah,
StreamYard
go
is a
ahead.
lot. Yeah, sorry. StreamYard is a lot easier because the link it just kind of like goes up. But Zoom, it's like you have to go up and sign in and stuff like that.
Yeah, a little more cumbersome, eh?
Just a few more steps. What were we saying? She's up with Thunder?
Yeah, no, I was also saying with Zoom too. I mean, as functional as it is, it doesn't have all the things that you can do with StreamYard as well. Like there's just some features of it that like there's does it show background? I don't think you can have backgrounds with Zoom. I think you have
Yeah,
to
you
have
can.
like a you can?
Yeah, you can. You can have
Okay.
background. But are you talking about because I'm
Well,
using OBS along with Zoom. In OBS, you can do anything.
well, that's it. Like you'd have to use OBS to have because you can have
Mhm.
a green screen, but you
Yeah,
can't have it. Yeah, but you can't have it like a strict background, like sort of like how I don't know if you've seen my YouTube, but you can see my background that I have with Streamyard. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
I'm kind of confused. Are you saying like you have the overlay, like where it says PayPal, or are you
Uh,
talking about the flowers in the background?
the flowers in the background.
Yeah, the flowers in the background. Hey, Gil, flowers in the background. You can do. You
I'm a
can do
troll.
it. What happened?
I'm a troll. I'm not Gail at night.
Oh, don't
Oh,
take. We're gonna have to boot her out, get her out of here. Nightbot,
She's
Nightbot.
about to get you taken off the YouTube.
About to
Oh
show y'all,
no.
about to show y'all this bonnet on my head. Y'all really get taken out.
Hmm.
I'm
oh
sorry, y'all
man.
go ahead. I'm about to fall asleep.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you can do the same things. I mean, just like how like you've seen my setup before on my channel where I have like either I can have a background or I can just keep it black.
Okay, you can do that with Zoom. I thought I had seen at one point that it wasn't allowing all that stuff to happen, but okay, I guess I'm wrong. I'm fine with being wrong. I can live with that. How you doing, Gail?
Girl,
Still frustrated.
I got a few strands of hair left in my head.
Hence the bonnet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't
Up
blame
there, I
you.
gotta keep my head warm. That's about it. Yeah, I called Crystal one on the day, like, I don't know how many. Ooh, I've been trying to edit a video. It's only a 17-minute video for the past 2 days.
That's a long time.
Oh
But
my
not 2 days is about really it takes for you to make a 17-minute long video edited. It'll take you about a week for most people.
why? Because I mean, the only problem I had was I got it together. It's just that it was, first of all, it was a 17-minute clip from my live stream, and I had everything lined up and everything was together. It wasn't that complicated, but when I played it, the words didn't move with the mouth. You know how you watch those karate movies and their mouth is moving one way and it's saying something
Mhm.
right, and I'm like, oh, this does not look good,
I
and
got
that's
you.
the only thing wrong with it.
You know
But
what,
I'm like, "No, we're not
Gail?
gonna work like that." Mhm.
The thing is that you're never supposed to edit both the audio and the video together. You edit the audio first, then you worry about the video. So,
Oh,
I think you're using Canva, right?
yeah.
I'm not sure how to do it on Canva. I just do it on DaVinci Resolve.
Wait, you can edit on Canva?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. That's what I've been doing, but see, I
What?
have been
I've
having
been
a
using
problem with my
Canva.
audio until now.
I've been using Canva for thumbnails, but I know you can edit, and I have the pro version.
Yeah, I got the pro version too, but the
because
only
real estate
major
and put
issue I
out
had was
you
that
didn't
dang
put
on copyright strike. What was it called? Not a strike. It's
Copyright
called
claim.
copyright
copyright
claim
claim.
thing. After I already attached the licenses to it, I made sure I did it this time. I knew I forgot one or two times. 'Cause and I didn't even know what it was. I'm new on YouTube. So when I was in my studio, I'm like, why is this? When you go to the studio and you look at all your, say what, I think it's manager videos,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Yeah.
see the number of views, the number of likes, the percentage of likes versus dislikes, and all that kind of stuff, and you have none, or do you have copyright claim? I'm like, they had probably been there for a while before I noticed it. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, no, I got Canva Pro. But on some of the videos, I forgot to do the attach the licenses or whatever permissions to it before I downloaded and uploaded to YouTube.
Mhm.
But the one I did where I had the little short thank you video I did, I
Mhm.
made sure. See, since that right there, I will never do it again. So I made sure to attach it, and they still came back with a rebuttal saying that decision remains, and I would have to buy. I'm assuming what had happened is I used the same music more than one time. But I thought long I attached the license. I thought I'm paying for Canva. So are they saying I can only use the music one time?
So you're
Honestly, I hope
saying
that you wouldn't have to pay for it every time.
you
But
used music from Canva that was supposed to be good with the copyright. The only thing they required was for you to tag them or put their info in the description, and you did that, but the YouTube algorithm still flagged your video?
No, you don't have to put it in the description. Before you download, when you click download in Canva, it tells you to connect. What is it? The licenses or the permissions to use the music, so it'll convert over by itself. Once you do click that, it'll open up your email that you got linked to Canva. You allow permissions for Canva to link that to your YouTube. Once it does that, because I get a notification in my email to confirm it was me. Do that, then I hit download. Then I upload to YouTube, and it converts all over by itself. So when they see the music online, they'll see already have permissions. But I don't get it. I know it was on Blind Guy's channel, and I believe it was Over the Top saying she was still getting them. Even she did the same thing I did. She was doing what they said she's supposed to do, and she was still get caught. So she stopped using it. So I don't know. I'm trying to make sure I do everything right. I don't want to be rigging stuff up, and I don't want to be sloppy with it because I'm not even monetized yet. So I
you
want to
close.
get the
You about
game
to
done.
get there.
Man, I got how many more I need though? Golly, and I gotta get. Let me see. That's another thing too. Do I count in monetization? Do I count the public watch hours or the watch hours under the year's window?
With public watch hours that have been within 1 year.
Yeah, but the other
But
one
if
says
it's unlisted or private, then it's not going to be unlisted, privated, or deleted videos are not considered for the monetization.
so. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to show y'all. I'm so sleepy. I haven't got anything done today.
What, you? I doubt you probably get more done in a minute than most of us get done in a week.
You don't understand though. For
Y'all
successful
see?
people like Gail, even
Mm,
though you accomplish far more than the average person, you
yeah,
still
there's
feel
still
like there ain't
more.
enough hours in the day. Yeah, there's still
Yeah,
so much more.
that's true.
Yeah.
Man, See,
Shoot, I
this
was up
is
until 3 in the morning yesterday on Gaston's channel and stuff, and then editing videos and then all kinds of stuff. This stuff is
I
full
was
Yeah.
up
time.
to 3 this morning and 3. I've been up to 3 every morning. I get up at 8 and I'm up until 3 and I'm like, I feel horrible not at least putting one video online because I mean I got all this content. You know, I had a 4-hour stream, I had an 8-hour stream. I need to still go and cut up. I have so much I can use between that and my next. You know what I'm saying, to kind of help
Hmm.
get those watch hours. But because of this dang on editing situation, I'm handicapped.
You
Mm.
know, Gail, let me tell you this: is that it's probably because you're trying to do too much with the edits. You know, just like how lead attorney says, I know you're part of the Patreon, but
Mm-hmm.
just like how he says, he talks about Meet Kevin, and Meet Kevin just cuts the beginning of the video, he cuts the end of the video, and then if he messes up in between, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and put your like, share, and subscribe up in there. Put your
Mm-hmm.
music, and then put it out there.
See, the only problem I have before the bees is not the video, because the videos is nice. It's set right. It's just the mouth and the, you know what I'm saying? The words are not moving with the mouth.
Yeah, and also check your frame rate. That might be another thing too.
You said
Uh,
flame.
your frame rate.
Where do I find that at?
I don't know on Canva, but you have to make sure that your
Oh,
frame rate should be at 30,
it's a Canva clip.
between 30 and 60 frames per second. Yeah, I would have to look up to see where it would be on Canva,
Okay.
but that's just talking about the amount of frames or how fast the video is playing, like
All right.
the how many frames come through on the um
Hey,
on the screen.
BTB,
Mhm.
your video with whey protein, is that a short or did you make it a short and a regular video?
It is a short.
Oh, you know what? I've been hearing that with all shorts, you should use the hashtag short because YouTube's pushing shorts so crazy. Have you heard anything about that, or do you use tags or hashtags that much?
Yeah, I use hashtags, but for shorts, I always like shorts do well because they push you through the algorithm pretty frequently. So like all my shorts on Lead Attorney do like 1,000, right? 1,000 or
Mm,
more. My biggest short is with the Lead Attorney, and that's like 10,000 views on there. But they don't
damn.
count towards monetization at all.
Mm, I
And
thought they count towards watch time. It's just since they're in short form, it would take so much of
Hmm.
people absorbing shorts in order for it to amount to anything.
nope, it doesn't count at all towards your monetization.
Damn, that sucks.
Oh wow. Let me see.
Now they tell you that you get watch hours, but it doesn't count towards anything.
Mm.
Yeah, you just do it for gaining more subscribers.
Man,
I'm just kind of looking around here. I don't see anything that says anything about frame rate, but I'll keep looking.
I
Yeah,
got another
Yeah.
question for you.
I don't think. Yeah, so I'm just gonna answer Gail for in a second.
No, go for it.
Yeah, Gail. I don't think technically on Canva you can. It's not edited to that level. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Where you
Mm-hmm.
can disconnect the voice from the video, like before the billions is saying. I
Mm-hmm.
think to a certain degree, the most you can do as far as that level of editing is put the music or the volume on mute or something, or lower it. But beyond that, I haven't seen anything on Canva that allows you to sort of detach the audio from the video. You know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Real Estate.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask before the billions. So I recently learned how to schedule live streams within stream. Wait, you don't use StreamYard, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to, yeah, I know how to, I've used StreamYard before. I used to
Oh,
use
okay,
it.
okay, cool. So I learned how to schedule broadcasts in StreamYard. So now I do
Mhm.
it on StreamYard instead of doing it on the YouTube app since it shows
Yeah.
up on both. But my question is, if I start my broadcast on StreamYard, how do I then go to YouTube and view my live so that I can like delete comments or post stuff or whatever. I think they call that being in the broadcast on YouTube or something.
I
You talking about? But yeah,
sorry, I literally just have a second tab open with just YouTube. So right now, I'm sort of like Gail, where I have multiple tabs, but I have one tab with my StreamYard open and one tab with my live stream going. So that way, if I need to do anything in the YouTube itself, I can always go onto my YouTube tab.
Yeah, I didn't show y'all my tabs this time, but I still have 100 up there. I
Yeah,
got
too many,
My
Gail, too many.
I have like 3 live streams going for to help people with watch time hours, but I'm I'm in there, in and
Mm.
out, but no activity.
my question is, if I've got the StreamYard up on one tab, I've got YouTube playing the video on another tab. I would think that YouTube would view me as an audience member. So if I make comments, it'll be under Mr. Real Estate. But will I still be able to like delete people if there's bots or?
Yeah, you'll have the
Okay.
because it's you're watching your own video, right? So
Oh, so
for
I'm a
you.
moderator of my own video by default.
Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. You're in full control of everything. So yeah.
yeah,
Ooh, well, that alleviates a lot of concern.
yeah,
Well, that's it. And I mean, to be honest, you only really need a moderator if, like right now, Gail is obviously, she's showing a screen. She, oh, go here, go there, do this, do that. So she may not necessarily be able to go onto her YouTube tab to see what's going on. She may not be paying attention to her comments and so forth. So by having a moderator that can be there in the background, sort of intervening when you're focused on something else, is still something important to have, right? But if you're able to like monitor your comments as you're talking or whatever, then yeah, you don't necessarily need a whole lot of moderators, or you might not need a moderator at all. I have a couple of channels I'm technically the moderator. I don't think I've ever actually done anything on there because it's like it's literally just them and me in the live, and that's it. So it's like, but I mean, Gail can speak about this as well. For the lead attorney, you definitely need several moderators in his lives. I don't think he could manage dealing with his live stream without a moderator at all. But
yeah.
smaller
Me,
channels like us, you can get away with not having a moderator. You could, you know.
yeah. Like before, we
Gotcha.
didn't really need a
uh,
moderator. Only time we really need one is to drop links for rehab guests on the stream on his live stream or something,
Mm.
and drop maybe their link or their Instagram, something like that. But otherwise, you probably can set bot up to do that as well.
Well, see,
oh
my
yeah, you
issue
can.
is I got a couple trolls since I didn't know proper YouTube etiquette, and I was
Mhm.
tuning into some live streams that were real messy. I didn't
Mm.
know
Oh
hindsight was
Lord.
2020, and I didn't realize that when every single person in the chat has a wrench, this is a messy live stream you want to stay away from.
Yeah.
That's what Gail
But
says all the time.
yeah.
Have you seen my community tab, Mr. Real Estate?
I saw a recent post. Let me go to it right now.
It wouldn't be. It
Hold
wouldn't be
up.
recent. It'll probably be around December.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't go back and look you up for the last 30 days
Yeah,
or
it's like
nothing,
you
but
weren't.
for
We,
the
I think we knew we. Yeah, we. I think we first quote unquote met around the holidays on the 29-hour live stream on BTB House.
yep. And
But it's
Mr.
before
Real
super
that, I
fun.
had
Estate,
seen you. Huh? Go ahead.
Mhm.
I've been meaning to ask, what was your first live stream that you went
My
on?
my first live stream that I went on,
Yeah.
I think it was yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah. So I started watching The Lead Attorney, and through The Lead Attorney, I saw Suzette. I saw you as a frequent guest. I always heard Gail's name being mentioned. I always wondered who's Lady Gail, and yeah, I subscribed to you after you were up on a panel and saw your content, and I was like, what, a black man in tech
Wait,
talking?
who said
What?
my
Huh?
name?
Uh, the Lead Attorney mentions you all the time.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who talking about me?
Oh yeah, no, it was straight from the lead,
I
and
already got.
yeah,
I already got haters. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. And yeah, after subscribing to Before the Billions, I saw him go live, and I saw that he had like a link to join, and I was like, what? And then that was my first introduction to even knowing that people have live streams and you can join people's live streams and stuff, and it was way more accessible, of course, because since I watched The Lead Attorney, I mean, I know he brought some people up, but I don't watch him a lot of times live. I'll watch his like 2, 3, 5 hour thing and I'll watch it on double speed. So as I got it in the background or as I'm watching it, I'll see people come on, but I didn't know how he was doing that. I didn't realize he's just dropping a link and kind of anybody can come up. So until I saw BTB and saw that he just had a link, I was like, what? Well, let me hop up and pick his brain, see what's going on. So yeah, that was my introduction.
Okay, so
And then he was there while I fell asleep.
Santa Claus
And then
hat.
that chaos that ensued afterwards.
Yeah.
Actually,
Go ahead, Gail.
The Santa Claus
What?
hat was
Oh, yeah, go
barely
ahead.
hanging on.
Yeah,
It just
You
fell
know what?
on off.
Honestly, your 24-hour live stream may have been the first stream I chimed in on.
29.
29,
yeah,
yeah.
come on. Show some respect. Show some respect. 29.
Hey, I show plenty of respect because as a first-time watcher on his live stream, he got 6 hours of watch time for me, at least.
Listen,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
had a sleep-deprived headache the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, I would like to bookmark this moment in history. Mr. Real Estate has his first hour of watch time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yay! Woohoo!
Hey.
84 subscribers in the last 28 days and 1 hour of watch time. Just imagine where I'm gonna be 2 years from now. I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
At this moment.
I'm just saying, don't forget about the
Yeah.
little people.
Yeah,
Don't forget
exactly.
about
Oh,
us.
nah.
No, he'll forget about me for sure. He'll be she saw what? She saw who?
Definitely forget about me. I know I'll be like,
Nah.
No,
Honestly,
I don't think anybody can forget you, Gail.
I
yeah.
love how accessible I'm able to be right now. I've got people seeing me on streams and hitting me in the DMs with all kind of personal financial questions. And I do know that if I stay on this path at a certain amount of time, my hours will be limited. And, I have to start charging for consultations and stuff. But in my mind, no matter how big I get, there's certain people that are grandfathered into the
They're
community,
grandfathered
like
in, right?
Gail, BTB, Gastons. I mean, I don't care if I get 5 million subscribers. I'm gonna be like the lead attorney and be popping in on all y'all live streams and showing support until the end of days.
Yeah. I eventually, recently decided because I was kind of doing too much, and I was like, I was putting too much energy into everybody else's channel. I really just can't support everybody. I need to put more into my own channel some, and then I'm doing this for free, so I'm not getting anything for my time. So I said I'm gonna start sitting down and working on my own channel because I could have, if I was getting this work done, I could have been at a K already.
Yeah, for sure.
I could have been at 1,000. I have too many people in my network, but I haven't even been really pushing my channels on people who I moderate who got big channels because I don't want to. Because I'm right now the way my channel look, I don't like how it looks right now. I want consistent. I'm planning on going live twice a month, but I can still drop content way more often than that to look active on my channel. I don't look like it's not how I'm looking right now. So I'm a mod on Jessica X. I'm a mod on Lead Attorney. I'm a mod on OJ Duke Jackson, the Peep Network. So those are big channels. I can easily they don't know I got a channel. Bernard just found out I had a channel. And so I just want to make sure my stuff looks good. Yeah. He just found out when I was on live stream. I was moderating a few days ago, and I think somebody on the panel had said something about shout out to Gail. She got her channel. It was like, Gail got a channel. He's like, oh, he looked it up and he said, drop your channel in the chat. And so the mods will put my channel in the chat. I got quite a few subscribers that day.
So Gail,
Riley has mostly the men, they that's that ate that red pills type. They really ain't. But I was appreciative of the few I did get. So what?
And Gail, who did you hear first? Did you hear Bernard Riley first or Lead Attorney?
What do you mean in the manosphere?
So I mean, like, chronologically, like, who did you hear of first?
Oh, Lead Attorney.
Okay.
And Little Attorney got me a wrench on Bernard Raleigh because Little Attorney went on Bernard Raleigh and did a collab with Bernard, and I was in the chat just chatting, shouting. I ain't shot the leader because I was already mod on Little Attorney. And Lee was like, if you don't have girls your mod, she's like, you don't own what you're doing. And he was like, I'm not too keen on letting women on my panel as moderators. He didn't have any women as moderator at the time.
And now he got a whole bunch of them.
And now he does, yeah. He like, man, Gail heard me say a lot of stuff, and she's still here, so yeah. And he's been satisfied ever since.
Oh man, remember that one conversation?
Yeah. Two things. I want to say welcome Afro Mex family to the panel. I know she wanted to mention something. And I also want to say bonjour, bonjour. And I want to say hello to Shattered Star Games. Thank you for being here. And welcome to the conversation. So Afro Mex, I'll leave you to say what you needed to say.
Salut tout le monde. Hi, everyone. And hola.
Hey.
So many languages. I know.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
Okay. So I've been listening to you all and I love everything that I'm hearing. I love the collaboration because that is actually one of the things that YouTube is strongly encouraging content creators to do. They want us to collaborate more. Actually, I don't know if you all received that email that YouTube sent out. I don't know how long ago it was, but they had 3 tips to help us grow as content creators, right? One of them is to collaborate with other YouTube channels so that you can get, the subscribers from those channels to subscribe to you and all whatnot, and we just keep growing. So I noticed that she stole my thunder on here and someone mentioned something about shorts videos. You don't get paid for it, or it doesn't count towards your watch hours. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. For those who know, my channel is monetized. And based on my experience, right, let me tell you something. These are the things I didn't know before, but now I know. So your shorts videos do count towards your watch hours. However, it depends on how it was viewed. If your shorts video is viewed on the shorts shelf, there is a shelf. If you go to somebody's homepage, I think we have something on the screen right now. I don't know if you have any shorts videos on your channel. Yes, if you can go to your homepage, you will see that there is a shelf. There are shelves. If it is viewed from the shelf, it wouldn't count towards your 4,000 watch hours. However, if it is viewed as a regular videos, when somebody goes to the tab called videos from your homepage, the videos tab, if it's viewed as a regular video, it does count towards your 4,000 watch hours. So I wanted to clarify that. If you don't believe me, Google it. It will tell you the same thing. That's what I used to think before, but that's how it works. That's a trick. Okay, so, you are actually in your studio, right?
Yeah. Actually,
okay, you have to go to your channel.
Go back to your
channel.
Yeah, go back to your
channel. My channel. To my channel.
Yeah, I think if you just press on your
channel. Yeah, there you go. Your channel. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So if you scroll down, just keep scrolling. I just want to see if you have a shorts shelf. There you go. You see where it says shorts? Those are your shelves. If it's viewed from that shelf, it wouldn't count. But if you go to that tab called videos, do you see videos? Your second tab. Yep, right there. And then it's viewed from those videos. It does count towards your 4,000 watch hours. It kind of sounds dumb, right? But that's how it works.
That's weird how they have it set up that way.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It does count.
I don't have any shorts. I thought I had.
Well, you had 2 or 3.
You do. Yeah,
I thought you did.
Yeah.
But those are the ones that you don't get credit for, though, right?
Yeah, she's saying that if you go to your videos and somebody clicks on it from right there,
yeah,
they count. The 45-second one and the 22-second one, those would be shorts, but they're considered videos when you go to the videos tab.
Exactly. Yes.
What this one right here?
I think
that will count. That will count.
Yeah.
If somebody views it as a video, it will count.
You got 1.5.
Not from the shorts shelf, because the shorts actually have a shelf. Sometimes when you go to your YouTube, I mean, let's just say you just go to YouTube in general, not necessarily your channel, just the homepage, and you will see a shelf. Sometimes you see a bunch of shorts videos from random people you don't know, right? You can just scroll. So if it's viewed that way, that's how we get a lot of those 1,000 views from shorts, right? Which doesn't count. But if somebody actually viewed one of your shorts and is like, this is really interesting, and then they clicked on your homepage because they want to check out more videos and stuff like that, and then they view it that way, those views do count and those hours will count too. I had a short video. If you go to my channel, there's a short video I had from, I don't know how long it was, but it gave me, I posted something. I mean, it was just a random video of a barbecue on a weekend. You know, people like to barbecue on a weekend. So it was just a simple, little thing I caught my husband doing. And then I just put it up there. In less than 3 hours, I had 7,000 views. I was like, whoa, what is going on? I didn't even know where it came from. So I thought the hours wouldn't count. But guess what? When I went to my studio, it actually did. I had 30 hours out of that 7,000 views. I know that it could have been more. It could have been more if all those views came directly from a video, but it was mostly from the shelf. So I ended up with at least 30 hours, which was a good thing. So I was like, oh, I see. So that's how I investigated and found out that, it actually do count when you view it as a regular video, not from the shelf. There is a difference, the short shelf.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
May I ask you a quick question?
Sure, go ahead.
Sorry. Nope. Gail
Go ahead.
first.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll make it brief. Are you from the States?
Where I am currently right now?
Yeah, like, are you from the United States?
Like,
That is a very good question.
We have
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, I wasn't born here. I'm in Texas, okay, but I am originally born in Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Okay.
French is my primary language.
And the reason why
okay.
I asked that question is because I've discovered this weird phenomena where people who live in the States but come from overseas, or especially African-based content creators, you guys seem to get monetized faster than anybody else. Y'all's killing it.
Yeah, I
Y'all know
noticed
the
that.
game. Y'all know the insights and out. I don't know what y'all doing in Africa, but y'all's way ahead of us on this content creation game. Y'all have a channel, and in 3 to 6 months is monetized, and we over here for years trying to get monetized.
I noticed that too, man. It's crazy. That and the Jamaican content creators too. They're just they monetize like gangbusters. I
I'm
don't
gonna tell you why.
why. What
reason-
is it? Let me guess before the billions. Let me guess. It's the water, isn't it? Huh? It's all in the
No,
water.
so-
I'm sure of it.
She's talking about Thunder. You brought up PewDiePie earlier, right? PewDiePie is I think he's like Swedish or something like that. But
Yeah.
the thing is that he speaks that language, and then also he speaks English. So he has two audiences who speak two different languages from two different countries, both watching his videos, and that helps to boost him up a lot more than if you were just somebody who is from, the United States, only speaking to people in the United States. So usually, Stomach Thunder, you're a Canadian who gets Canadian people, and then also people who speak French, and then also people who are from the United States as well. So that's why you have so much of more of a diverse audience. And then Wealth Engineering comes up.
Oui, bonjour Wealth Engineering. Comment ça va, mon ami?
Ça va, et toi?
Ça va très bien. On a aussi notre ami Afromex qui parle français, donc on peut taquiner les autres.
Quoi de neuf?
Il y a rien de neuf, juste du 8.
Ah, ok.
I got a quick question.
Go
but
for
it's okay. It's okay. I like to include the others too.
Of course.
I don't like to abuse it too much.
We'll insult them when they're gone. No.
Yeah. It's okay. How's everyone?
I'm good.
I'm good.
That's where the after party is tonight.
Yeah. Of course. Go ahead, Gail. You had a question.
Yeah, like I don't know about. I think I asked Diva the other day about these watch hours here. Like y'all see my screen still?
Yeah. We're still on the screen.
Yeah, and so like the over here in the analytics from that screen to here, the analytics, and it says like and you go by the 365 days as far as your monetization, right? You go for the use. How do you say it? They count the 1 year, so 365.
Oh, 12 months, yeah.
Okay, and it's saying the watch time hours is 1.1K. However, when I go over to where was I at? Monetization, and it showed a different number, 982.
Okay, so where did you see the 1.1? Was it 1.1K? Where did you see that hours from?
That was
Was it on the Tube Body or what is that? Or that YouTube tracker? Where did you see that from?
You don't see the channel analytics?
Okay,
well,
yes.
you're not. You got yourself out of that page, Gail. So you have to go back to it.
Yeah, because we're not seeing what you see. We're just seeing your homepage. We're not seeing what you're saying. Maybe you are on a second screen, but we can't see it.
Shoot. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. You know that with the monetization, when you go there on the, on YouTube, it's usually like 48 hours late. It's never really like, accurate. So it's always, you have to give it like 48 hours to update. So for some of us that use YouTube Tracker or TubeBuddy and all those other apps, those apps are faster. They update your hours faster. So, but YouTube itself, it's always like 48 hours behind. So I don't know where you saw the 1.1K versus the 900 and something hours that you've seen. So
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's not. I guess to open another tab.
Yeah, perhaps that's what you did.
Yeah, you can click manage videos on this screen if you need to get back to your.
Yeah, that could help too. Yeah.
Do what?
I click on the manage videos.
Oh, okay, manage videos. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you should be able to get to your studio indirectly.
Studio.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what I did, and it went to another screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So you have two screens?
Do you want me to share that other screen, or do you want me to show my screen instead, Gail?
I don't care. I thought y'all was seeing. I was over here clicking. I thought y'all was seeing.
We're not saying it.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's tricky like that. Here, I'll remove this page and
I'm gonna share my whole because I got 1,000 tabs up. Don't talk about me too bad, okay?
Don't worry. We still love you. Don't worry, Gail. You're still the number one moderator in the whole world. Don't worry. Even though I swear to God you're a robot, it's okay. We still love you. Robot or human, you're still number one in my world.
No, that's sweet. Yeah.
So what's new? What's new? She stole my thunder. It's been a while.
Nothing much. We're just having a general conversation about the crap load of YouTube and how it's just not treating us fair. It does not want to let us succeed. Darn YouTube! We're trying so hard, and I swear to God, at Afromex, she's stealing all that black magic water, and she's just sharing it only with all the Cameroonians and not letting the rest of us. I don't know what it is.
To the bone.
No idea what she's talking about.
These people are greedy.
Slaving over this laptop and Canva day in and day out.
Exactly. You see, you see.
Can't even do a 17-minute video on Luke. I'm like, man, what am I doing?
It's all Gail. It's all Afromex's fault. She's against us. She's against us. I swear.
Yeah.
Over there with your tribal ancestors surrounded.
Yeah, they
praying over it, doing voodoo
That's what
and
it
stuff,
is.
getting monetized.
Exactly.
Like,
you understand.
They be on their sleep. Don't be doing that. Just always wake up and monetize. Like what?
Pretty much.
All right. We see your screen now. Is that what you were talking about? So can you tell me what you were trying to? What was your question?
Okay, this one's saying the 1.1K watch hours, right?
Okay.
But on the monetization screen, it said 9. I think you were saying that one is updated and the other one is not.
Okay, so keep in mind that the screen that you are on right now, this is showing a certain month to a certain month. Do you see on your top right corner? So you can drill down to 90 days, 365 days, or whatever it is, and then try to compare it against what you've seen on monetization. I believe your monetization tab, the one that you see on there, should be your, I wouldn't say 12 months, maybe your entire, for as long as you've had your channel. So I don't know, or the lifetime, yeah. So, but I don't know. If you go to lifetime, your lifetime is still the same. It's still 1.1K.
I really just got started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you know that every 12 months, these hours, they don't necessarily reset, but it kind of drops. Some of it drops.
Yeah,
every
I think
12 months.
Was saying about his channel, what engineering was trying to. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I know that for a fact. That's
right. Yes, that happens.
And so
that's why I had to rush to get monetized before February.
Exactly.
I would have lost everything.
That's correct. That's why a lot of people do that, try to, whatever it is to help each other, run some playlists, whatever you can do to help your fellow content creator do it. Prior to that, once again, monetized. And also another reality of YouTube that as I bet everybody else here can relate in different ways is that, of course, it doesn't pay as much as it used to before. However, the thing that you will realize is I don't know if this happens to everybody, but you realize that you get more support from fellow content creators than just regular people.
Outside people, yeah.
Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So-
look, I'm just here. I just started this stream just to vent and complain, and yet here you guys are coming up and what about this? What about that? Trying to, it's like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's what amazes me in this whole thing is that you guys could have easily have spent your Thursday night somewhere else doing something else. But here you are helping me out. Now you see we have Shattered Star Games coming up for the first time.
Right. And this is what I'm saying. I don't know what the day of the week is no more. Full around with YouTube.
Jesus.
I'm like,
Friday, Saturday, whatever.
it's the end of the day, Thursday. It's the end of the week, and I haven't put a video. Well, I put one video up.
Yeah. You managed. Exactly.
Hello,
Hello, Shattered Star. How you doing?
Hi, Shattered Star and Zombie Prepper in chat. I want
Merci de recevoir.
So
merci d'être là.
Now wait a minute. Before the biggest,
Did I get that right? I was trying to do it right. I know my accent is like horrible.
You were close. I understood. Yeah, Gail, before the billion had to step away, unfortunately.
Mr. Real Estate.
Thanks for outshining me. I'm the only person up here who can't speak no French.
Me and you just okay. Well, I feel like
Don't feel bad, bro. Like she literally taught me a couple of words the other day, so I'm like, I'm learning too, man.
Shattered, where you from? Shattered Star Games.
I'm in Houston right now.
But where you from, though?
Oh, somebody's my neighbor.
I was born in Chicago, but I've been all around here. You know what I'm saying? I've been in Mississippi, Chicago, Memphis, Atlanta, Houston. I move around a lot. I'm Jamaican too, so you know what they say about Jamaicans.
Okay.
And Texas is the final place, huh?
Texas.
Man.
It's like the freedom here. I've noticed, I've been a lot of places and just the no state tax.
Yeah.
And the low price of living, no state tax, and the freedom I get here, I've noticed that a lot of the states it doesn't exist as much.
Exactly. That's why a lot of people from California and everywhere is moving to Texas, and it's just bumping up our prices. I mean, houses are going
and them liberals.
Hey,
to the moon.
You know what I told them? I said, "Don't California my Texas."
Jeez, I know.
Everybody discriminating against our Californians. Okay, I'm a ride and die for mine's. Okay, I just moved to Oregon. And it's the same thing.
Cali
a lot of people move from Cali to Oregon, so they hate people from California. And I'm like, why the prejudice? Well, why can't you judge me by the content of my character and not where I come from?
Oh my
I
God!
don't see why they be tripping, man. I mean, hell, y'all on the same coast out there. It's just a little colder up there, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. It rains a little more. It's a little colder, but it's because it's jealousy. I mean, people from all over the world come to live in California, and the only people who come to move to Oregon is people that get priced out of other areas and have to move here because it's more.
No doubt. Most people that I've met from California here in Houston are great people. I make that as a joke. Now in Austin, I don't know about the people that are moving there, but for the Californians I've met in Houston, man, they pretty good people, man. You know what I'm saying? They get used to this Texas life and they become adopted Texans.
First day in Texas. Hey, how's it going? First week in Texas. Hey, howdy. We going down there to the bar to drink some moonshine?
Yeah, man. Let's go shooting, man. Let's go shooting. Let's go hunting.
Oh my God!
I traded in my Scat Pack for a new Ford Ranger. Y'all
are just doing Texas all wrong. I've been in Texas for 12 years now. You guys are wrong.
Everything was bigger in Texas.
I know it is.
My
Sure
lifted
is.
truck is bigger than yours, partner. I got an extra 6 inches on you.
That's true. We all got trucks over here.
Yeah. It's like that too. It's like people have the loudest exhaust, and then they got 20 inches on their rack and shit. And I'm like, man, bro, you know, good lord, you know what I'm saying? It's like people, those big truck drivers, they may be compensating. I don't know, but hey, I got a pretty big truck, but if you got to get a ladder to get out the damn truck, now you going too damn far.
Mhm.
It should be against the law because
Amen.
look at get pulled over by the police.
Exactly.
You can't be up there.
Exactly. I really hate when people
You
do
can
that.
take it
Seriously, that
Not only
stuff
kind of
is.
have
that, but they
a
also got
weapon
them big
pointed
ass
out at the
flags on
top.
them.
Yeah, and that stuff is crazy because sometimes they take like two parking, spot when they're trying to park, and you're like, "Are you kidding?
Yes.
Seriously? Is this
Go
allowed?"
in the woods with that.
Oh yeah, no
It's not
doubt.
for the,
It's
not for
it's
the, not
big,
for the road.
but they make the actual spots. I've seen a lot of time they make the spots bigger. I do some
Oh my
painting in
God.
the
That's
in like
crazy.
parking lot striping and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were telling me how many spots they wanted, so we went and we measured it, and
Yep.
then I said, man, a lot of these is compact cars y'all putting in here. I said, man, y'all need to make this a little bigger. Y'all gonna have a whole bunch
Exactly.
of accidents and scrapings up in here. You know what I'm saying? So I actually extended it about 6 inches. It took a little more off of the total spots, but I was like, it's well more comfortable than having people just bumping up against each other all day.
Yes, that's true. That's exactly how
And
it is
when is
here
it
in
gonna
Dallas.
end? First, it's the lifted trucks. Then it's the oversized flags. Then they blowing coal. What's
Yeah.
next?
Oh my God, those oversized
Oh,
flags
you ain't seen
gets
the
me.
swangers yet. You ain't seen them gorilla pokers, man. Them
Oh
swangers.
my God,
Gorilla
Texas.
poker.
Let me
Yeah, them
ask one
gorilla
last
pokers. They
question.
stick out like
Yeah, go
damn
ahead,
near 12
dear.
inches or more.
Okay, so looking at what you've seen, I have at least 1,000 watch hours so far that's counted towards monetization.
Yes.
That seemed to be easy to get then. If I can get 3 more of what I've already done, I can
Mm-hmm.
do this. I can do this.
Yes,
Yes,
dear.
Gail,
You
you
Oh
can
yeah,
can.
for
definitely
Gail.
do
sure.
Yes,
this.
you can. Yes, you
You
can.
try
I'll
this,
even
girl.
Definitely.
You duplicate
and
what you done
subscribe.
together.
What's your
Yep.
channel?
Who? What now?
What was
That's
your channel? I'll even I'll even subscribe and
Me
get
too.
you
I'm
some
gonna
watch hours.
subscribe because I don't think I have you, Gail. It's my first time meeting you actually. So I'll go ahead and subscribe. I mean, well, I'll subscribe to anybody that's on here that I've not subscribed to. I'm fine with that.
It's Gail at night. Let me go see if I can find. You know what? I think I have
You
it
know
on.
what? Let me take a screenshot
I'm
of
subscribed
my
to Gail,
screen
and
so I
I can
can
say,
find everybody. I see Mr. Real Estate. I don't have him.
I
I
put it
see
in the
Gail.
chat.
I see Wealth Engineering. I don't have all of you guys. I don't have
listen, guys,
Shattered Star Games.
for people who are not subscribed to Gail yet, you subscribe to Gail because you finally get to see the woman behind the curtain. The mystique is lifted. The veil is peeled back. You
Oh
get to see that
Lord, have
beautiful
mercy.
smile, that natural hair.
Jesus,
Gail becomes not just an icon on a screen, she becomes a living, breathing person.
I
That's
You
why
love
you
know
that.
subscribe to
what's
Gail.
crazy? It was so shocking that everybody was surprised when they saw. I'm like, y'all never really seen me for real.
I just subscribed to your channel, Gail. And what's funny is that as soon as I put in Gail and I mean Gail at night, it came right
It
up, and
came
that
up.
shit
Yeah,
hit
Oh
yeah.
pretty hard.
wow!
Cool.
That's it. Yeah, and I
And
did put it in the.
yeah,
Sorry, I did put it in the private chat as well for just in case anybody else in the didn't get it. But I'll try to get all your other channels in the private chat just in case as well. So
I'm putting
Oh,
them in.
thank
I'm
you.
putting them
you're
in the
welcome.
chat.
I just took a screenshot of everybody's name. I'm just gonna go up and search everybody and just add you
Okay,
guys.
perfect. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
speaking of which, she stole my thunder. It's the
Mhm,
first time tuning into your stream. I was
mhm.
supposed to go live for the first time on my own channel like over an
Oh
hour
yeah,
ago now.
Oh
I've
Lord.
been saying I'm supposed to leave, but y'all's
okay.
captivating, dropping them YouTube gems. I was like, hold up. I need to schedule my stream back. And so
Yo,
Chris,
I
hey,
was
Nightbot,
Oh my
what?
God!
fine.
I'm sorry,
I
I
need this,
disrupted your
what?
plans.
Mr.
I
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Real
No, you're
Estate. I
good.
was waiting, man. I was waiting. I'm like, what's going
I
on?
learned
Okay,
so
Mr.
much
Real
over
Estate,
here.
just
I'm
tell
No,
us what
hey,
sorry.
makes
that's
you go
cool
and we'll
though,
join you
bro.
too.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool because I
We got
supposed to
2
been
minutes.
actually streaming too, and I seen she stole my thunder was up, and I was like, hold on, let me go over here and catch my girl because you know what I
Oh.
mean. It's like we gotta support each other, like you were saying, because that's true. Like if you can get the
Mm,
support just with and a creator versus a regular viewer, you're absolutely correct, and they love engagement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
yeah.
Average creator that comes, they participate in the chat, um, they hit like, of course, and then
Hmm.
they're in the comments and they're giving you the watch time. And then people coming up onto the panel and you know what I'm saying, being able to mix ideas and stuff like that. That's engagement.
Yeah,
You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Very true.
And I mean, that's a, I'll repeat it again. I mean, for me, that's what I so appreciate of you guys, especially. It's you guys could have very easily have said, okay, I gotta go, I'm tired. And I know Gail, she works hard every day. Lash's journey, I know she's probably still in the back in the chat just listening and stuff. You guys easily could have gone anywhere, done anything, and it really wouldn't have bothered me because I know you guys are like me, you have a life outside of YouTube, and you guys are here because you want to be in support, and it's like,
That's right.
that's what I love about our community is that it's like Shattered Games. It's like we all want to see we want to see each other succeed. We want to see each other
That's
better
right.
ourselves, and that's why even for me when people say, "Hey, Caroline, can you do an edit for me? Can you do this?" No problem. I'm there with you, because I want to see you guys succeed. And like I said before, if I'm the last person to get my monetization, but everybody else here has it, great, fantastic. I'd rather that than me, and then none of you are succeeding, So
you're worse than me, but you worse than me. I had to
Right.
stop. I had to cut back on it because I was like right now. I've been up all day.
yeah,
I've been over here moderating on all the people's channel, and I haven't really got anything. I really hadn't. I got all this work on everybody else's channel done. They got Cash App, they got super chats, but I have done nothing on my own channel. I haven't even done this editing.
I know.
I know.
You know
That's
what,
what I
though?
need. Yeah. Go
get-
ahead.
I think you should get paid for your time. I don't mind paying you if it's nothing but I moderate for you up for on a 10-hour live stream or something. Something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to because I see I'm being stretched too far.
No, for sure. And I mean, and I've spoken to, Uncle Stu about that where too, for me, it's like, I think on that level, we're both the same where we tend to be givers and we want to give to other people.
Yeah.
And I kind of have to like scale that back as well and sort of say, hey, look, I don't mind helping you. I don't mind supporting you, but hey, if you want me to make an edit video for you, okay, how much you willing to pay? Okay, well, I need some watch time. Are you willing to play one of my videos on playlist? Something, like at some point,
Right.
because it's like you said, at some point you're here fatigued, you're here stressed, you're not getting paid, you're hungry. I know you were eating like at the last minute a couple hours ago, and for what? Like you're not being supported, you're not being helped in the same way that you're helping other people. And it's
Well, if y'all need any help for us doing any edits and stuff like that, I'm a pretty decent editor myself. And
excellent.
if y'all ever need any help, I do that, and I'm actually responsive with it. You tell me your vision, and I pretty much give you 3 different versions of it. You choose which one you like the best.
All right, good to
Oh, that's
know,
so sweet of
Shattered.
you.
I think everybody's link is in the chat except the Afro Mix family.
Thank you, Gail.
Save the best for the last.
I know.
I'm
Yes,
totally
sir.
fine with that.
I'm gonna drop off, guys, but it was nice tuning in to you for the first time. She stole my thunder, and salute
Thank
to
you for
everybody
being
else.
here.
Are you,
And
are you
have
going
you
live?
Appreciate you, bro.
have you
Yep.
rescheduled your live?
Yeah,
Yep, it's supposed to be
in a few
starting
minutes.
right now.
Mhm.
Okay, do you want to start it tonight, or are you going to do it in a different date and time?
Yeah, no, I'm starting it right
It's
now.
already started.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Wait, who is doing the live? Is it Mr. Real Estate?
yeah, it's Mr. Real Estate.
Yeah, I gotta go support him.
Okay,
All
you
right,
want us
so
to go
Yeah,
support him?
yeah.
Okay,
Put your
let's
link
go.
in there, man.
I was
got
about
your
to
link?
say, yeah.
It's in the chat.
I
It's in
think
the
I can
chat
find.
already?
Okay.
Hold on.
Cool.
Yeah,
And this is my
Okay.
first time going live, so if I'm struggling, have some mercy with me.
No
It's
worries,
okay.
no
We're gonna
worries.
be we're gonna be there with you. We're gonna check it out.
All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.
There
All
you
right.
go.
I'm
All
already
right,
Cool.
guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
I mean, we could watch it while we talk here.
I have both of the screens up. I got all my business
Right.
up on the. I got all my business up on the screen. So far, I've
Oh
done. I'm
Lord.
saying 1,000 hours. So I can do whatever I've done so far again 3 more
Yeah.
times.
Yes.
I can get 4,000.
Yes.
Okay, I can definitely do that.
Yeah, and I
Also,
mean,
by
and
increasing your engagement, and increasing the
Yes.
rewatchability with
Yeah.
the
Yes.
editing. That will come definitely with the editing, and when you get that viral, I liken it to trying to have a viral like every. It's very hard, but you can do it every 30 days if you apply yourself
Yeah.
Mm.
in the
Hmm.
field, and every time you get that viral, it just spins you through the wheel of fortune of the algorithm. It's just like, you get free viewers today, and it'll just feed your
Hey.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
it's important to do shorts video because YouTube will really push that out.
Yeah.
It really does push it out. You will have new views. When you look at your analytics, you see, how your analytics show you return viewers versus, new or first time viewers. You will realize that you have a lot of first time viewers. And of
Right.
course, you can tell that you get some subscriptions from that. So do a lot of shorts videos, pay attention to your SEOs, be very creative with your YouTube tags. And a lot of people are like, what is SEO and YouTube tags? For those that are not using it, please start using it. If you don't know what it is, we can talk about this another time. I'll teach you, I'll show you,
Yeah,
but
I'm
it's
I'm
very
bad
important.
with tags. I'm
No
really
worries.
bad with
Hey,
tags.
Afro
True,
Max.
buddy.
Yes.
Which one do you use? Do you use vidIQ or TubeBuddy for your
I
SEO?
use I use TubeBuddy.
Have you tried vidIQ before for your
I've
SEO?
heard of it. I've heard of it, but I haven't actually tried it. Are you using it?
I'm right now. I'm testing both.
Oh,
I
okay.
have a full year membership for TubeBuddy, and then I'm testing vidIQ right now. I'm just trying to figure out which
Cool.
one is better for SEO.
Okay. Another thing that I would tell, I mean, for those that are on here, she stole my thunder,
Mm.
Gail, and anybody else watching. Do you guys apply tax at all? You
I
guys are
just
aware
started
about?
doing it. I just started doing it. When
Okay,
we talk,
great.
we know when Diva was on Lectures Journey's channel, I just
Uh-huh.
started using tags in my. Well, I wasn't using TubeBuddy though. I was just using tags that I thought would that.
Mm-hmm. That would go with the content that you created
Right,
or
like
something like
like
that.
I, like I would use hashtags. I use the same words in the tags.
You know
Okay.
it's not the same.
What?
Before it
So
used to
it's
be very
yeah.
important, but now they changed it. It's not as important as it used to be
Yes.
before.
But
Yes.
it still
So
adds
basic.
views, though. It still
It
adds
still does,
views.
it does. What I do with the text, I mean, yeah, so sometimes if you do a video, let's say like one of my videos I did about smoothies or green smoothies and stuff like that, if you go to your homepage and you just search, on YouTube, and you search green smoothies, or the very first thing that pops up, like autofill, sometimes you might say green smoothie challenge or green smoothie, how to make a green smoothie. That first video that pops up, if you already have your TubeBuddy connected to your YouTube, you can click on that video. You see the tags that person is using. If it's 100% rated, like 100% good tag, you can just copy it, girl, and go paste it on yours, okay, and
Mm.
save it so that when next time somebody else want to search for that stuff, maybe you can rank number 1 or number 2 right under that person. So that's what it does. It just helps to rank your videos when people click on those
Right.
DIYs or how to, yeah, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
It
So
used to
it
be
really does
really
help.
abused back in the days. I know what you're saying. I need to go back and retag sometime.
Exactly.
But they used to just put
Exactly.
whatever was like a trending. They would just go to the trending map,
Which is
and they
not
would go
related to the content. Yeah.
Yeah, I
right,
don't want
right,
to do
and it
that.
would be
I want
People
unrelated.
the
used
right
to do
kind of
that,
traffic. Yeah, I
which
want the
is
right kind
Yeah,
of
sad.
traffic.
they
Yeah,
started. They
do the one
started
that's
tag. They
related to your
started
video.
people. They started striking people for that, like the improper tagging of it.
Mm.
Exactly.
They start hitting people for
Exactly.
that shit.
Yeah, YouTube actually will actually still, even if you copy somebody's tag, but it's not really, the content doesn't relate to what you're actually putting out there. Trust me, your SEO score is still gonna go down. It's not gonna be 100% just like the person that you copied it from. I know what I'm saying. I've done that
Yeah,
before, and it's
yeah.
like,
Mhm.
nope, ma'am, nope, nope.
It's stupid. It's unrelated because it's listening to the
Yes, it
content.
has
It's
to be
got the
related.
caption.
Yeah.
It has to be related.
And if you do captions, you know that adds another 33% views if you
Oh
actually
yes,
caption it. Now that
Oh
gets
yeah.
real
yeah,
tedious. It gets real
I'm gonna try
tedious
yeah.
that
because
next week. I'll do an experiment and see if that really works. But
Me too. I
I'm
haven't
stuck
really
at
done the caption a lot.
50% score. I can never get like more than 50, so I'll try to
Mm.
increase
Really?
that. Yeah,
For all your videos or just
pretty
in general?
much.
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Like when I look at my
why?
vidIQs, like my IQ, my SEO scores and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty much around 50. Never goes 100.
Are you using your channel name as one of your tags? Is very important. If you're not
I
doing that, you
am.
need to start doing that.
Oh yeah,
Good,
okay.
good for you, Gail. Good for you, because that
I
is
went back
how
on my old
your
videos
name.
too.
Yes, because that's
I
how
don't know.
she now becomes popular too. So much that you want to always put your own YouTube channel name as your tag, as one of your tags. Always do
Right. It
that.
just circles
Cool.
the data back to you. Again, it's giving the algorithm saying this
Mhm.
content belongs to you, and it intrinsically
Exactly.
knows that. And it'll over time, if you give it enough data, it'll start feeding that stuff back to you.
Mm, yep.
Okay, I'll try that. I
And
used to do that back in the
Cool.
days, but I didn't see much success with that, so I stopped.
Oh.
just
But
a quick
it's
little,
cumulative. It's cumulative.
yeah,
You have
exactly.
to keep doing it so it can learn that. Like over time, once you reach critical mass, because I used to do it with my website. Okay, so I had the website shatterstargames.com, which I got to go back to
Uh-huh.
GoDaddy and redo it. But what I would do is in the intro,
Hmm.
shatterstargames.com, I would say that, and then I'd say subscribe on YouTube. I would give them the Twitters, give them everything right there. So if I'm doing an
Mm-hmm.
edit, that's in the intro, and then I got a dedicated outro, and then whatever the content is, I put in the middle. That's every
Right.
video. And then if you do that and you tag it Shatterstar Games, let's just say in my tag, every time after about, let's say about 40 or 50 videos where you doing it, I would say is the critical mass point, especially if they're getting some turnaround and the website going to bring more AdSense. And so now, once you connect it all with the website and you feeding it back, it's like a feedback loop. You're creating a loop of traffic that's going to start from your videos here, okay, and then to the website, and then whatever you're offering there, everything you can have the YouTube videos posted on the site, and then that's another feedback loop. You see, you're going to get subscribers just from that alone, and then if you're
Cool.
selling a product, you'll probably sell more product like that as well because you'll be driving the people who like your content. If you're selling some a course or some on real estate or getting some money,
Mm-hmm.
you could you could do it through the website and it adds more SEO like that. That's how I learned it. But when the TubeBuddy, that was before TubeBuddy was in existence.
Right.
I am totally
Yeah,
horrible with tags. Y'all are telling me some new stuff. I need to get on this TubeBuddy. I've never
Mhm.
got that yet.
That's
yeah,
why we're
I
here.
learned
We
that
are all
before.
learning.
Actually, I'm going to, one of my plans this year is to restructure my website so I can do blogs, and then I'll do a blog about every single video I make, and then try to rank on Google as well as YouTube, and do the exact same strategy you mentioned.
I can't wait till my new laptop gets here.
Smart.
I can imagine, Gail. Yeah, because you've been working on your work one, right?
Yeah, and I just dropped over $3,000 on a brand new MacBook,
Hmm.
and I'm hoping it's gonna take me places.
Did
I
you
hope so too.
break the other one? The other one just break on you or what?
Now the other one is actually it's actually my work laptop, and it's not
Okay, it's not strong enough to do what you need to do.
I think that's probably the problem because it's not necessarily designed for all this downloading, uploading, and all this carrying on.
Hmm.
And the new
Eh,
one is the 14-inch Apple MacBook with the M1 chip.
Okay, yeah, that's a nice setup.
And I also added the Final Cut Pro, and so I added a few bells and whistles so I have it for a long time, and it'll work for me like I need it to work. I don't want all this
Yeah, if you got a
thing
full
coming
like
on.
Final Cut, that's a great investment. Final Cut costs like 1,500, sometimes 3,000 to
Whew.
get the real one.
Listen, I would
hmm.
hold my credit card and I was looking at it and I looked back and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. But I'm like, okay, it's a business, it's a business, it's a business.
Hmm.
I kind of put my mouth, okay, it's a business. You're a business. What is it
That's
saying?
right.
I'm a business,
Yeah, exactly.
not a businessman.
Yeah,
I'm a business man.
I mean
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
you
mean,
gotta take it serious because it's your
yeah,
business. You know what I'm saying? That's
exactly.
what you need.
Right. Is Afro Mex trying to get back in the chat?
Not that I see, but
Yes, but she fell
well,
out.
she's
Are we closing or was I
that's
have
what I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is technically, Mr. Real Estate has started his live.
yeah, I'm
So
over
I
here.
definitely recommend that we close and meet
Yeah,
up
I'll go over
there.
there.
Yeah. So Afromex, don't worry. We'll go to Mr. Real Estate. I did drop the link for his live directly. So you guys can go into the chat. I'll also click it in the private chat as well, so that way, one way or the other, you guys can get to him. And yeah, I'm going to be closing this, and we're going to go all and support him and show him some love.
Okay. See you
Yeah,
later.
let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Excellent, excellent. See you guys there. So I'll put it in the private chat now. It's already in the YouTube chat as well, but here it's in the private. So thank you guys for being here with me tonight. And we'll all go bum rush the like button at Mr. Real Estate.
I'm
All
already
right,
on.
all right. See you
Yeah,
later.
bye.
Like
Bye, guys.
bomb
See you there.
inbound. Like bombing now.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. All right, chatter. All right, we'll go there. I'm closing up this this live now, and I'm kicking you guys out of here. So I'll see you guys at Mr. Real Estate. So I'm removing that. Let's leave.
Best neighborhood.
Are you still
She
here?
calls herself cash poor. She says she doesn't have a lot of savings, doesn't have a lot in her 401k, but she's getting like multiple offers for people.
Yeah.
And
Look
not
at
only
my
that, but she's getting
screen.
hit up
And
for from contractors daily
you
that
hear
want
me?
to solicit her to
Yeah,
rent.
I hear you.
Look at my. I
So
was sharing
her
the
main
screen.
question
Yeah. Do you want me?
real
Here we
quick,
go.
is where do I go from
You
here?
see me in the chat?
She says that
Yeah,
she
I see
hopes
you
that she
there.
has 4 more
Now
years
go over there
at her
directly
job.
to his
She's
chat
60
and
years
see if you
old,
see
so
my
close to
comment.
retirement.
Okay.
And without savings, without anything really to fall back on, her home is her biggest asset. And she knows that the market is hot. She sees it's a seller's market, and she's wondering,
I'm not
should
seeing
I
your
do
comment
what
in the
society is
other
telling
chat.
me to do? Should I renovate my home, maybe sell my home? And this is what a lot of people do. They get caught up in what the Joneses are doing. All of her neighbors are getting high valuations. All of her
Okay.
neighbors are renovating. So this is where I get into